preferred if he went out more of an attacking. Because Caleste sort of had three people at the front. So if you're trying to counter the three, you can't play three at the back because especially you'll be exposed there. You're considering the guys playing at the front. You have Muller, you have Robben, and you have Lewandowski. In terms of strength, compared to your defenders, it's always going to be a bloodbath, especially if you're playing Hernandez at the back.
I think Madrid is a faster team, but still they were 5-1 down. Raf, what do you make of this?
I think Olaba's accuracy was really wanting. Missing two penalties could have easily ended 3-5 or 1-5, if you ask me. And possession at halftime was actually quite even. So, especially considering that Real scored the first goal, I expected a lot more. So, I expect better playing next time. I don't think we're gonna get such results in the coming matches. I hope we're going to get a more evenly matched contest.
Was it a case of butterflies for the first game, or what do you make? Do you think they were ready for this game?
Basically, I think it's jittery. It's a lot of money at stake. So if you don't come in mentally prepared, you're always going to have an issue. I think for the next game, Olaba just needs to pick himself up and go at it. Attack, attack, attack.
Well, I think Real Madrid is one of the crowd favorites by far when it comes to FIFA games. Bayern Munich Clasic as well, but Real were clearly the stronger team for this particular one. What do you think about the players coming next? Do you think they're going to take Real Madrid? Do you think this has affected their morale?
If someone had actually decided to take Real Madrid, I don't think this is going to make them change their teams. When you come to a tournament, you should come with a prepared mind. If you come in and you start changing things just because someone lost using that team, I don't think that is going to work very well for you. So I think we're going to see more people using Real Madrid and still using Bayern.
All right, final question for the two of you. Who stood out for you? I mean, for me, Robben was fantastic. He got an injury early on, but he was kept on board, and he kept on playing on and on. And I don't know if he scored a goal, but he came close a couple of times. Raf, Nish, which particular player stood out for you today?
I think for me, particularly Manuel Neuer, serving two penalties is not an easy feat, and especially if you're facing someone like Cristiano Ronaldo at the penalty spot.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo actually played well. It's just that he couldn't get the ball supplied to him well. So if another player utilizes the Cristiano Ronaldo well, we're going to see more goals from him.
All right, Kamal and Mohammed are coming up in a few minutes. Raf, what words of wisdom would you advise them as they go into this? Nish, what's your 2 cents on this? What advice do you have for them?
I think at the end of the day, it's all about composure. You should always take your chances when you have them. Because, you never know. Your opponent might have one chance and stick it in and decide to just defend.
Okay, we have Kamal and Mohammed coming up in a few. We'll be telling you what teams they choose. And, of course, all the very best to each and every one of them. Keep the hashtag going. The hashtag is PSG Africa and hashtag EA Cup Africa. And enjoy the rest of the games. Going to WhatsApp?
He said he's going to WhatsApp it to us.
Who's who? Yeah.
Who's who?
Whether we need just a guy for that, eh?
Let me go.
Okay.
Did you press triangle? Just press. They just played on updated squads. Just go back and press triangle and live form. Back. Okay, press X. Press triangle. Yeah.
Mohamed, Man City, come on. Barcelona. Come on.
Okay, sir.
So Mohamed, Man City, come on.
Okay, sir.
All right, we have Mohamed playing for Man City and Kamal playing for Barcelona. Mic's on.
What?
Mic's on.
Testing. Yep.
Check. I
Yeah.
can't hear myself.
Yeah. This speak.
It's Mohamed Barcelona.
Mohamed Man City.
All right, so we have two teams in the place today. We have Man City on one side, we have Barcelona on the other side. Mohamed has chosen Man City and Kamal Barcelona. What do you make of the choice of teams?
I mean, when you use a team like Barcelona, you have to be very careful in playing your possession football because this is a team that completely relies on possession football. And as we can see, Barcelona being used by Kamal, he's going for a very defensive formation, which is a 4-4-2. So we might see a very defensive game from him and followed by a slow build-up football. Meanwhile, for Man City, which is being used by Mohamed, it's quite different because that's a team that's very counter-attacking, lots of pace on the attack, good defense, good midfield. It's a very well-rounded team. I think this should be a very good matchup.
I mean, there's some amazing players today. We have Messi on the pitch, we have Kun Aguero, you have KDB, that's Kevin De Bruyne playing there as well. You have Sané as well. This is going to be one tantalizing match. So Man City on one side with Mohamed, Barcelona on the other side. Let's go ahead.
Started off with a very fast attack. Can you make something of the first few minutes? Because it's always a very strong mental approach if you score in the early minutes.
And Man City is all in. They have about 10 players in the Barcelona half. Very attacking football to begin with. Barcelona being a bit defensive. There's a few people on the ball. Jesus, Aguero there. Is
Can we see the first opportunity?
Oh, I think that was offside. That must have
close. I think he just got in. Barcelona, let's see what they can do with their first chance on the ball. Just passes it from the midfield. What can he do with this opportunity with the 4-4-2 defensive formation?
Suarez is in, looking for Alba. Alba is Coutinho. Coutinho dilly-dallying with the ball. Dembele, I think they're trying to look for Messi. Messi's in.
There he is. Can he get it in?
Messi, no.
Just a tad bit late. If he got it slightly early, maybe he would have gotten him on the ball. Man City starting off with a slow attack. Let's see what they can build up from here. We haven't seen a lob ball so far, considering the fact that Barcelona might have a few tall players in the middle to win back the ball.
There you go. Messi's going a bit back. Has Suarez back to Messi. Messi is going to go for the shot.
This opportunity, Messi. And let's see if he can recycle this ball, and it's saved.
Ederson with the ball.
Slow build up once again. Kyle Walker. Can we see more from the wide attack?
Alba, no.
Good ball, one back there.
Sterling is going to maintain the ball for a while, looking for help.
I think he's being more patient on his attack because as soon as you rush your attack, you can't lose the ball quite easily. But here we have Sergio Aguero with the ball. Let's see what he can do this opportunity, but it is won back by Gerard Piqué.
Barcelona there with a counter-attack coming real quick. Coutinho with the ball, looking for options. He has Messi on his right. He takes Suarez instead. Suarez looking for options as well. He has Messi. Messi looking for options. Dembele. Back to Messi for the shot.
It'll be a shot and...
Oh, no.
So close, but we've seen the first good opportunity of the game.
Good corner. Quick corner.
Quick pass. Ousmane Dembele. Rakitic. I think patience is key. Messi.
Is it going to be a cross on the shot?
And it's a goal! What a goal for Kamal. Let's see what he can do from here. And can Mohamed come back from this goal? It'll take quite a bit of courage to come back from this one goal. But at least we'll start things off.
Definitely. But I think it's a good start for Barcelona. 23 minutes into the game. Man City a bit startled, but not to worry.
Can we see an early lead goal?
And Rakitic has the ball. It's going to be a quick counter-attack. Coutinho passes it back to Dembele. Looking for Paulinho.
Ball is on back. Let's see what he can do with this. Barcelona with the ball. They're recycling it quite well. Swaps the wing back to the left side, which seems to be quite common on this Barcelona side.
There seems to be a lot of action from Messi and Coutinho and Suarez, and that was a foul. Foul to Barcelona.
I think there's a bit of a change in setting, but what have you thought about the game so far?
I think there needs to be more attacking play from Barcelona. They're a bit too defensive as they go forward. Messi's coming a bit back, which is not how Messi plays. Suarez is a bit free. I think they should utilize Suarez a bit more.
But I think that's what you expect from a 4-4-2 defensive formation.
Definitely. I think Man City has an upper hand on this one, saying that they're more attacking and that they're 1-0 ahead.
Yeah.
Interesting first half, I mean.
I think what we should do is we should see more of Man City attacking, because you see the thing is as soon as he gets the ball, he's very slow and he's treating that Man City side as if it's the Barcelona side where you need to build up your play. I think that team is capable of going on any counter-attack.
I agree, and in spite of the changes being made, as long as the formation remains the same, you'll have Barcelona defending and Man City attacking all through the first half and the second half.
But as we're jumping back into the action, what have you thought about Mohamed, who's using Man City's game?
I think he's more aggressive. He's in it for the long run.
Yeah.
He's more forward-thinking. I think he wants definitely to move on to the next level of this. And he has 400,000 on his mind. That's what I'd say about him. Barcelona is trying not to be scored. I don't think they're looking for a goal. They're looking against not being scored a goal. And that's really is my concern.
But so far, we've seen quite a few attacks from the Barcelona side. Considering the fact that they are using a 4-4-2 defensive formation, we've seen Coutinho running down the wing with Alba overlapping at the same time and providing Suarez support. But we keep on seeing Messi in a slightly deeper role, which is basically making him suffer his game.
Yeah, but truth be told, Suhail, it's all about the goals and not the attacks, man. They can attack all they want. But if there's no goals, no one's going home with the money.
That's true.
All right, back to the game. We have Barcelona, we have Man City. Man City is 1-0 ahead. There's a quick change of formation here. Have they changed their formation?
It's to a very, very narrow formation, so that they aim to be just attacking through that spine in the middle.
So you have Mendy and Walker now doing the wing work for them. Otamendi and company have to be very strong at the back.
And I think seeing now a wide defensive formation versus a narrow formation will be quite interesting to see because all the action will somehow end up in the middle.
And it's interesting they brought Sané back, taking Jesus to the front.
Ball is on back there, but he wins it as soon as he loses it. And Aguero with the attack, what can he do with this attack? Can he see the open man?
Is he going to pass? Is he going to shoot? What's he going to do? He's going to miss. That's what he's going to do.
I think we should see more confidence on that attack, but now Barcelona have the ball. Can we see an attack that leads to a goal from this Barcelona side? Coutinho that passes back to Suarez. Coutinho again. Pass it down the middle. Messi misses it. I mean, he was putting it on his right leg, and if you know Lionel Messi, his preferred foot is the left foot. I think he'd have to be pushed back to his left foot in order to get the easy goal.
Yes, like the referee waves play on. We have Walker with the ball. Walker looking for options. He has Kun Aguero. Is he going to cross it in? Is he going to cross it in? No, he's not going to cross it in. Not yet.
I think this slow play is making Man City suffer on these attacks as Barcelona have an attack, but only few men are forward. And ball is won back, but then once again it is intercepted by the Barcelona player. Ousmane Dembele, Rakitic, Suarez. Can you find Messi?
Oh, he's trying to get it on his preferred left foot.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a player, you have to put him on his preferred foot. Otherwise, you'll have the ball going over the bar most of the time. Barcelona with the attack from the back. We're seeing quite a lot of direct football here from this Barcelona side. Rakitic making an opportunity to Messi. Back to Dembele. No foul there.
All right, with a few open people. Kuhn back to him. Kevin De Bruyne, nope. Loses it to Barcelona. Continue with the ball. I'm sure he's going to pass it to Suarez. No,
he passes it back. You're wrong there.
I don't understand this play at all. Rakitic with the ball. Messi looking for options. He's got options.
He's trying to get it on his left foot. Can he get it back to Messi? And
this one. Kevin De Bruyne Stalin with the ball. Back to De Bruyne looking for Kuhn, I believe. He's going to keep running. He's going to keep running. Does he have it? No, he doesn't have it. It's intercepted by PK.
And they're around 60 pace. PK caught up with Aguero with just 89 pace. These are the interesting parts of FIFA, but it has been the half done. What have you thought about this half?
I think it's interesting that Barcelona had 53% ball possession on this in this first half. That's what they make of the second half, and they definitely need to attack a bit more. We see Umtiti there with the ball.
And I mean, if you compare the defense of Barcelona to the attack of Man City, there's a big difference in pace.
There is a huge difference, Semedo going fourth and fourth, Rakitic. I think they're trying to look for Messi and Suarez for the goal.
You're right.
Rakitic back to him, I see Alba at the back to Umtiti, and they have absolutely no one left in their half. The whole Barcelona team has sprung forward.
Seems like both teams are in one half. But let's see how Barcelona can counter this attack by Man City.
The defense is exposed, but Man City takes too long to do something about it.
Aguero
with the ball, Sterling. Aguero, is he going to
find a shot?
Can someone shoot?
And it's so close, and it's a goal! What a goal by Mohamed. It's even Steven.
Jesus, it is.
Let's see how Kamal can respond to this goal. I think we saw him get too comfortable in this game, having that one goal lead. I wonder how he'll come back from this.
Oh, that surely must be a foul. Messi there behind the ball.
I mean, we have to praise Mohamed for his tactics. He did change his formation to a more narrow formation, and we did see a change in his gameplay.
See it working out for him. And you can see how many options he has on his left and on his right. And as they go, you have Jesus with the ball.
Jesus
decides
to keep it in. Man. He should have just passed that. I think Sané was free in that chance.
Yes, quick short corner. Raheem Sterling with the ball. Another corner for Man City. I think they want to take it short again. They do take it short. Sterling again. Trying to dodge across there. Sterling. Oh, Sané. They're trying to look for more options in the box, as I said, to pass it.
Right. Barcelona need to make the attack slightly quicker than that. Let's see what he can do here. Sergio Aguero back to Sterling. Can he cross it in? He finds Aguero. Can Aguero find someone else? He decides to pass it back. Fernandinho. And he's looking for a pass, and it is intercepted. And now
it's going to be a counter-attack by Barcelona. Paulinho with the ball. Messi. Back to, is this Suarez? Yes. Looking for Paulinho? No.
And ball is wasted there. Now Man City with the very direct football that we're seeing in this second half. Goes back to Jesus. To Aguero. Jesus. Back to Aguero. Can Sterling do something with this ball?
Sterling, is he going to shoot? It takes too long to shoot. Sané with the ball. Is that a foul?
No penalty.
Not a foul.
Ball was unfairly.
Referee waves play on Rakitic with the ball. Rakitic going a bit wide. I think I want to try. Messi.
Okay, Messi do it.
Looking for Suarez. Suarez is going to look for Messi again. It's on his left foot. Oh.
I think we have seen a bit of a change to the goalkeeper in that situation. So the officials will deal with that accordingly. Man City being used by Mohamed did change to his keeper in order to save that opportunity. So I think what we will do is see an own goal, if agreed by the officials.
All right, just look at the VAR, just seeing what happened there exactly. Gotta sell the hype. think it is. It's an own goal. It's been
It's an own goal. I saw that change.
Let's do it. Call it. All right, and as the game goes on, as they're consulting whether that's going to be an own goal or not. So we call it? Man City on goal?
Yeah.
The same rules for everyone. That indeed was a deliberate back pass and a conversion to the goalkeeper. So Man City, we need an own goal from Edison or from someone in your team.
I mean, rules are rules. You have to
Rules are
follow
rules,
them.
man. Black is black and white is white. So Mohammed, we need an own goal from you, sir. All right, just let him score the goal. Let him score the goal. What an amazing goal! What an amazing goal! Brilliant.
Lots of work put
Look
into
at
that
Messi.
goal.
Messi, of course, takes all the glory as usual.
I mean, he just pulled off a hurricane. Huh?
He did.
Let's see how they can respond to this.
They're trying to score a goal now on the opposite end. You have Mendy there. Sterling, no. Quick counter-attack here. Suarez is by himself. He has no options. He has to go it solo. He's going to turn back and get an option. Yes, he has Messi on that side. Fernandinho looking for someone.
Slow play by Barcelona here, knowing the fact that they are one goal ahead. I think they should get one more goal to confirm the lead for them. He passed it to Messi. Can Messi get it in?
Oh, corner
Good
to
defending.
Barcelona. Corner to Barcelona.
Can we see another change in formation, or will it just be a sub? I think it is a change in formation. The deadly counter-attacking 3-5-2. This is a formation that provides lots of attacking ability for any team that's using them, basically. And in order to counter that, you have to be very careful when you're defending, basically, because any minor mistake you can suffer quite a lot.
All right, and we have Dembele being removed for Vidal. Vidal is new on the team. A bit of an aggressive player Vidal is. What do you make of that? I think Barcelona trying to become more.
We've seen Man City change to a 3 defenders, having more men forward. I think we'll see a more attacking Man City from now on. And I think Barcelona need to be very careful on their defense.
All right. Coutinho, the cross, very unsuccessful cross. Poor corner. Aguero makes a run for the ball against Alba. Alba gets the ball before him. Again.
I mean, he just needs to survive the 10 minutes, and Man City just need to score within those 10 minutes in order to make something of the game. Let's see.
Vidal, another attack. Vidal, very well played by Vidal.
New sub.
Oh my goodness.
New legs have shown being quite effective.
They do. New broomstick queen, right?
Yeah, right. Let's see what Man City can do this attack. They have quite a few people forward, 8 in total.
Yes.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, can he get a goal? And he got it in! He's responded.
Oh, man.
And it's 2-2. Let's see who can snatch this game.
And that's why he's number 10. They pay him a whole lot just to score, and that's what he does.
And I told you that 3-5-2 is a very lethal formation. In order to defend from it, you need to be very careful on your defending.
We have 5 minutes plus or minus. Let's see if we can get one more goal from this. Sane with the ball here for Man City. It's 2 up. Oh my goodness.
Quite a few men forward, if you ask me, if you watch the Man City formation. They want this game. He wants that game so desperately. Can Mohamed get this goal here? And no, it's intercepted by Kamal using Barcelona. Let's see what he can do with this attack. Can he be the one who can steal the game right now?
Oh man, reckless pass there. Sane, Fernandinho. The ball is all over the place. Paulinho has the ball.
I mean, we can see the nerves showing right now, but...
Oh my goodness, Suarez is looking for options, He has Vidal.
Can he get across it in?
Can he do something? Oh my goodness.
So close, but so far, and the game has ended 2-2. What did you make of that game?
I think the last 10 or so minutes were quite fantastic, to be honest. Everyone came in guns blazing. Let's go to extra time.
Wonder who will take the lead here. It has been a very close game.
Englishman has the ball. Fernandinho with the ball. Looking for Stalin. Stalin has the ball.
He outpaces him.
Oh no!
Sergio Busquets in control now. I mean, you know what they say about Sergio Busquets. If you're trying to watch the game, you won't see him. But if you watch him play, you see the entire game.
I love it. I love it. Busquets on the ball, looking for options. He has Messi. Messi, wasn't that offside? Messi!
And he gets it in! Encara Messi! Can we see a formation change now?
I think that's the norm now. Once you get scored, you send something. Iniesta is in.
On the left mid position, that's very interesting to see.
We want to cement that leadership now at Barcelona, don't we? It's going to change someone here. Look at the attacking mode. He has Jesus, he has Aguero, he has Silva, he has Sane, he has Stalin. De Bruyne is doing such a fantastic job holding on the midfield.
Right.
I feel like they have a bit of porous defense. They only have 3 defenders back.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem for them. I mean, Barcelona moving forward is going to play more.
And at the same time, if you look at Company, he's quite a slow defender, if you ask me. Maybe bringing on John Stones or even like a Danilo or something.
I think it's fair to say Company's best days are behind him. He's an amazing
right,
but definitely his best days are way behind him. Well done, Messi.
It had to be one of the best in the world to win it back. Let's see how they can respond. Once again, the 3-5-2 is a very dangerous formation. He can come back at any time as long as he plays his cards right.
Jesus looking for options. Taken by Vidal, and Vidal is doing such a phenomenal job. Fantastic super sub he is.
Back to David Silva. Bernardo Silva. Sane, let's see what they can make of this is attack. And the ball is won back by Barcelona. Iniesta.
Barcelona a bit reluctant there with the counter attack, taking the switch time with the ball. Oh my goodness, Iniesta, the super sub is in and he manages.
Fresh legs are proving effective. Can they get another goal here? Oh! So close! Oh. Just goes on the right foot of Messi.
Quick and short, Iniesta the ball. Iniesta. Is he going to pass it to someone?
Ball is on back. What can they do with this counter attack? Quite a few men are forward.
Stalin.
He sees Aguero.
It's going to be offside. Much for the offside. Stalin going alone. Stalin.
Should have passed it. What can he do with this opportunity? He's close.
Oh my God.
And ball is won back. I think took too much time on this attack, but Andres Iniesta has won back the ball. Now it's Messi. And ball is won back once again. Can he get it forward? Vidal, fresh legs. Vidal, can he get an opportunity with this?
The shot is a corner kick for them, I believe.
I know it's going to the half of the extra time.
So 97th minute goal from Messi.
I mean,
amazing.
Who else would have done it from this Barcelona side?
Only Messi, the best of the best.
Right.
We're going to see a few substitutes coming on.
I mean, you can see quite a few players are tired, like Gerard Piqué having your centre-back being on such low fitness level. It can make you suffer on such a fast Man City side. I wonder how he's going to respond to that.
For a second there, I thought he was going to remove exchange Vincent Kompany, but it says he wants to keep him on board.
He's keeping confidence with his company.
Yeah, there you go. Captain must stay on board. We rise and before with the captain. Suarez is doing very, very well. Look at him. His dribbling power is out of this world. His physical pace.
I mean, we've just seen that more confidence from this Barcelona side. They're very lethal. They just want to score. And you see the thing is, we've seen a lot of hesitant situations with that Man City side. Like that opportunity with Sterling where he did have a very clean pass with Aguero, but he second thought that opportunity.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the team. Suarez is doing phenomenal. He's been the man behind most of the passes. A few super subs on the wings, notably Iniesta and Vidal. Iniesta on the left wing, Vidal on the right wing. A bit of tantalizing action from them. Busquets, like you said, does such a fantastic job in the middle. And Paulinho. I mean, Barcelona are doing quite phenomenal.
Right.
I'd be very shocked if they let a second goal in.
And it's interesting to see that Messi is playing on the right side, considering the fact that he's left-footed. And knowing the meta of this game, it's been the across-the-body shots. And every time you have a player that's left-footed on the right, you won't have that opportunity just as much. You see, if you have Messi on the left side, he'll have the opportunity to have the low-driven shot from the left side with his left foot.
Well, 15 minutes left before Man City can say adios to Barcelona.
There's some VAR action currently going on, currently being reviewed. and it doesn't seem like there was any.
Nothing conclusive on that. Barcelona still have a dominant power when it comes to percentage of ball possession. And we're underway in the second half of extra time.
Barcelona playing the offside trap, so dangerous in this situation.
They are. You have so many Barcelona players moving forward the Man City half. With 4 left, Barcelona, so many options. Is that offside? No, it was not.
Can Messi win it back? But Son is winning it back in a centre-back position. Interesting sights we're seeing here. But Polino gets it back here to Sergio Busquets. Can he see Iniesta? He gets it to Suarez.
Slip by.
And he got a goal! Oh my God, that was close.
Oh my gosh. Keep going, quick counter-attack here by Man City. You have Jesus with the ball.
There's no way we'll see penalties just on the second game.
Aguero Silva there with the ball. Jesus.
Can he send the game to penalties?
Very
good save there by Ter Stegen.
Absolutely no one. Delph trying to make the best of this.
If that's a review for VAR, I do not think that was a change to the keeper. That was the AI doing its job. There was no change to keeper.
I agree.
Andres Iniesta, Semedo, keeping it slow. Ter Stegen keeping them in this game after a very good low-driven shot by Sergio Aguero. Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba. And back to Iniesta. Very slow attack. They know what they're doing. They're up 3-2.
Semedo with the ball. Vidal, super sub. Oh man, the pass is intercepted there by Sane. Silva with the ball. Jesus. Back to Silva. Sane. Delph there has the ball now. A bit of attacking play from Man City. They're going to go for a shot. You have Sane.
Can he take the game to penalties? And he's just missed it.
You have 1 minute left before they say goodbye to the Spanish team. Stegen there. A bit of time wasting, to be honest.
Mohamed needs to come back here. Otherwise, Kamal has taken his victory. And careless pass there. Can this be the end of the game? He just needs to survive the game for 2 more minutes. And just like that, Mohamed may have won the game. Oh, Kamal,
beg your pardon, may have won the game. Well, Kamal for the victory.
Kamal takes it.
Barcelona for the victory.
Interesting game then. We'll now be moving on to an analysis by Nish and Raf.
All right, 2 of the biggest games in European football playing there. Barcelona on one side, getting to win this game. 3-2, very narrow victory of winning. 1 in extra time, first half of extra time. What do you make of that?
I mean, it was a very tight game. We just saw a bit of hesitant plays from Man City, but the Barcelona side seemed very confident on their attacks, and I think that's what proved them the victory.
All right, I'll hand over to DJ Raf and DJ Nish 254. What do you make of this amazing game? You have Barcelona playing amazing Spanish football and the very best of English football that's being played by Man City on one side. DJ Nish, what's your take on this game that just ended?
The game was quite interesting. What was to note is the fact that Kamal was actually quite... I think he had a game plan. He stuck to the same formation from the beginning, which was a 4-4-2. Mohamed was quite indecisive. And I think the biggest issue that I saw with Mohamed's team was the fact that Kevin De Bruyne was being played as a CM. Your most creative player on the pitch should be forward in order to be able to create in terms of vision and whatnot.
All right, DJ Raf, what's your take on it?
Interesting game. Really enjoyed it. Man City, the first team we've seen use custom tactics. They also have a couple of skill moves. It really helps in this game when you master 1 or 2 moves that any player on the pitch can perform. So we've seen the ball roll, which was very well done. And both players have been very quick in attack and patient in finishing, which really helps. You know, you have to move your players forward real quick. But then when you come to attack, you exercise some patience. And something interesting also was Barcelona using Vidal as the right mid instead of the right back that he is because of his speed, and we've seen that work for them. And quite interesting also having Iniesta as the left mid instead of the CM, which I'm not really sure worked for Barcelona because he's not the fastest player on the pitch.
All right, I want to talk about the super subs real quick. But before we do that, how about you call the next set of players? We have Peter N and Sami Moulay moving forward. Peter N and Sami Moulay, please step forward to the gaming booth. And Renik and Yuki. Renik and Yuki, please go to the studio. You're going to be playing from the studio, Renik and Yuki. Again, Peter N and Sami Moulay are going to be going to the gaming parlor. And then Renik and Yuki, please look for Dennis. He's in a white shirt. He's going to usher you into the studio. But let's talk about the subs, DJ Raf.
Yes.
You had some 2 super subs coming in for Barcelona. You had Vidal and Iniesta. Choice of wingers, and they did such a phenomenal job. Do you think they were super subs indeed? Especially
on Vidal, I think that was a really good move because he's one of the fastest players. He's actually a sub. He's not even on the first team. But when you have him as the right mid, he's able to move really fast and supply your forwards. But for Iniesta, not really a super sub for me because his positioning wasn't the best for him.
DJ Nish, let me ask you, who do you think he should have taken off for Man City? Who do you think Mohamed should have taken off for Man City?
I think my biggest issue was actually losing the central midfielder. You did not take out Fernandinho and put in Bernardo Silva and put him in a central attacking role. I'd have preferred if he'd have left it as the 3-5-2, take Bernardo Silva to the wing, let him play as a wing back because he has the pace to actually come back and help in defense. And then I think he'd have been good.
All right, I like it. Let me ask, you saw a lot of change in formation as the game progressed. Do you think that the players are a bit unsettled, or are they just trying to find their footing as the game goes on?
My biggest issue with Mohamed was in the change of formations. I think it also unsettles you as a player. It doesn't help in the gameplay. If you have a tactic that you actually want to come out and help with, I think you should stick to it and actually pull through with it throughout the game.
I totally agree. Barcelona were more settled, of course, controlled by Kamala, and he actually knew what he was going to do with the formation and worked with it really well. No wonder he won.
All right, I felt like there was a bit of an over-reliance on Suarez and Messi from the Barcelona team, a bit from also from Coutinho. What do you guys make? Who do you think were the star players for you guys as far as the teams are concerned?
Personally, for me, I think in terms of conversion, Messi has to be that player for Barcelona. We all know Messi on the left foot is a beast, so anyone who's using Barcelona definitely wants to go through Messi.
I'd have to go with Vidal. He didn't score, but I think he really changed the game. Once he came on, you could tell that the game for Barcelona changed. The motivation, you know, there was that boost, and they were moving forward real fast, so I'd have to go with that. One player that wasn't utilized, I'd have to say, was Kevin De Bruyne, because once you put him as your CM, that is your central midfielder, instead of a CAM, once you trigger him to move forward, he's going to sit back, and you don't want to have a player like Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best strikers on your team, just sitting back in defense.
You had a few old dogs playing as well. You had Gerard Piqué playing at the back. For Barcelona, you had Vincent Kompany playing at the back. For Manchester City, I think there's a bit of an over-reliance on old dogs as compared to new cats. Do you think maybe using Kompany was a bad move for Man City?
I don't think it was a bad move because at the end of the day, you have to rely on experience. Kompany is an experienced defender. The only downfall for him is he doesn't have pace. And of course, if you have Messi and Suarez attacking at one particular time, then Kompany then essentially becomes useless in that case in point.
Yes, and for Piqué, he's also just like Kompany. He's experienced. He's not as fast. He's actually really, really slow, but at one point he was able even to catch up with an attacker. So that's one thing about FIFA. FIFA 18 is not really about how fast the player is, especially when he's a defender. He's still able to catch up with the attackers.
All right, we have Peter and Sammy coming forward, and they've chosen Tottenham and Juventus.
Interesting matchup.
Interesting matchup. DJ Raf, before you guys log off, what do you think about Tottenham and Juventus before they come on stage?
Well, honestly, Spurs used to be a 4.5-star team. Right now, I believe it's a 5-star, so they're able to match Juventus. But we're still going to see a lot of attacking play from Juventus as well.
Right, Nish, what's your take?
I think personally for me, it all falls down to how you utilize your players. If you have Harry Kane at the front for Tottenham, it depends with who you pair him with and how you actually get to use him. As for Juventus, I think it all falls down to the usage of Douglas Costa and Dybala and possibly Higuain. So we'll wait to see what they have in store for us.
All right, and Peter's taking Spurs and Sami Moulay is going to be taking Juventus. DJ Raf, who's your money on, Tottenham or Juventus?
As much as I really want to see Spurs win, I'd have to go with Juventus. I think they have better attacking football.
All right, DJ Nish?
I have to agree with Raf on this one. Juventus have an upper advantage. But you know what? FIFA is all about the surprises. So let's wait and see what Tottenham Hotspur have to offer.
All right, so Sami Moulay is Juventus and Peter is Tottenham. All the very best to you, Sami. All the very best to you, Peter. Let's see Tottenham versus Juventus. Again, this is PSG 2018.
This is a very interesting matchup, considering the fact that we're seeing two teams using the 4-2-3-1 in different types of variations. And looking at Juventus, they're playing Matuidi in a very different role, which is a CAM position. I don't know how this will impact the game.
I mean, they have the English captain playing for Tottenham, so all the very best to them.
Let's see how we can move on to, yes, a slow attack so far. We haven't seen any of the left wing press as soon as the game starts. That's very common in the Ultimate Team game mode. Marquisio with the ball. They seem to be wanting to control the game so far, and they've lost the ball.
They have. I find Juventus a bit disoriented when they're not playing in their home kit.
Right.
I think the color yellow confuses them quite a bit, to be honest.
I mean, at the end of the day, it all depends on the player and how he uses the team. And let's see how.
You have the Kenyan Wanyama there passing to Ali. Ali's going to go for a shot. Ali goes for a shot.
Very aggressive play so far.
Man.
It seems we're going to have a very interesting game.
It is. A lot of shots, I presume, here from the Tottenham team. Tottenham have all but 2 men in the Juventus half.
Right. And
football there
from the Juventus side, we're seeing a triangle of defensive players, which comes from the 2 CDMs and the CAM, all naturally defensive players.
Second shot, Ali there with the second shot. Corner here, first half, 9th minute for Tottenham.
Will he play it short? And he does decide to play it short.
He's going to play it short. Eriksson, Son there with the cross. Oh my goodness, no. It's a counter-attack. It is Matuidi has the ball. Pass it back to Diego Costa.
Marquisio with the ball. He passes it on to Alexander. What can they make of this attack? Can he see the run that's being made? And it's intercepted by the Tottenham player. And once again intercepted by the Juventus player. Let's see what they can do with this attack. Blas Matuidi.
I think Matuidi is trying to look for the former Real superstar Higuain.
Right. Let's see how Tottenham can build up from this attack. Underway, we're going to see our first goal.
Azzi Rose trying to open up as well for the cross. Rose and Son seem to have a very good connection. Throwing there for Tottenham.
So far, we're just seeing lots of back and forth football. What can Harry Kane do here? He finds Ali. Harry Kane seems to be just lingering around. He seems not to be moving forward. I think we need to see Harry Kane getting into those positions instead of just waiting.
From Harry Kane coming forward?
So far, not yet, until we see more of Harry Kane. Like just there, he was just hovering around the box, outside the box, not even inside the box. But Paulo Dybala, the very dangerous Argentinian, to another very dangerous Argentinian. But the ball is won back.
Wanyama loses the ball there real quick. Spare. English superstar. Son opens up. Rose is there ready for the cross as well. Eriksson, Dembele. Has Dembele got an injury that early on?
Yeah, but I think that'll easily be shook off. If it was more serious, I think he would have been forced to come off the field.
That's correct.
But
Son, Dembele.
He'll be fine.
Dembele.
Harry Kane.
Harry
Kane.
Physicality. Harry Kane, what can Harry do?
Can you see the pass? He's making a run forward. Can he be seen?
Eriksson
with a cross.
For Kane, unfortunate.
I mean, Kane is very lethal in the air, so I think if there's more crosses in...
He is.
Can Dybala make something out of this attack?
Dybala.
Cuts it in.
He's looking for options.
Higuain!
Oh, deflected there off.
And we see a corner. What can they
Dybala is behind the man, behind the ball. Costa there. Costa for the cross.
And it's one back. What can Marquisio do with this ball?
Benatia. Sami Khedira.
Goes to Dybala. Can he get a shot? And just like that, we see the first goal for this game. And it goes to Higuain. What a good goal.
I mean, and he has amazing chemistry with Khedira. I see a lot of Real Madrid again being revitalized. And it's interesting to note that Ronaldo, when he joins them, I feel like this is going to be Real Madrid all over again.
I mean, I think next FIFA we'll be seeing lots of Juventus being used.
Lots of Juventus being used. Gonzalo Higuain, well done, sir.
Can they respond?
Not to worry. Trying to get a response here. Dembele still finding it hard to shake off that injury. Passing it on to Wanyama. Wanyama looking for options in the box.
Ball is one back.
Khedira to Higuain. Higuain passes to Matuidi. Matuidi is going to run it.
You see the pass, and it's Douglas Costa with the chance. Can he find a cross in for Higuain? And he decides to go for the shot. And
Boris
the ball
has
is
the ball
saved.
safely.
Victor Wanyama passes it on to Eriksen. It's interesting to see Eriksen playing that wider role as a right midfielder in the 4-2-3-1 wide formation. Danny Rose passes it to Vertonghen. Vertonghen to Dembele. Can he make something out of this attack? It goes to Son. Son finds Harry Kane on the wider side. I mean, having Harry Kane crossing is quite interesting to see.
I find it so puzzling. You have about 7 or 8 Juventus players back, but still Harry Kane manages to maneuver.
I think Harry Kane should be the one being crossed rather than being the one who crosses.
That is correct. You want to have the taller person in the box as you're doing it. Higuain looking for options. There's Matuidi. Matuidi turns back to Higuain. Higuain passes to Marquinhos.
Ball is won back by Victor Wanyama to Dembele. Eriksen with the ball. Can he find Ali?
He does it very well. Ali. Eriksen just needs to be a bit more decisive. Dembele, he needs to shake off that injury real quick. Son, Juventus playing very well.
Paulo Dybala. Nice change in the wing. What can Alexandro do with the ball? He's being very patient with it, passing it back to Lichtsteiner.
I think they're waiting for the halftime whistle, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
a bit of time. Juventus.
Douglas Costa.
They are not serious about getting a goal in this half.
And it's 1-0.
It is.
First half. How can we move from this? What have you learned from it?
Split even percentage in terms of ball possession. Juventus playing very well, managing to go 1-0 ahead. Courtesy of Higuain.
Right.
Amazing player. Change of formation we're seeing here from Tottenham. You have Harry Kane and Ali. Ali being switched for Son.
And I think last time we saw the 3-5-2 coming out, we saw lots of attack.
Wow.
3-5-2 is a very dangerous formation in the sense that if you play this 3-5-2 and you know how to attack, you can cause some extreme damage.
Yes. And one of their new defensive midfielders now is Victor Wanyama.
Yeah.
How random is that? Tottenham Hotspur says with the changes, Higuain has Matuidi right behind him, as Costa has Dybala. I think they're gaining the same position they're going to have.
And it's quite interesting to see that Matuidi has survived in that role as a central attacking midfielder.
Mandzukic is in the substitute bench. Do you think he's going to come on?
I think so. I mean, in the late stages, it's always good to have a new, fresh pair of legs. And Mandzukic may provide that for him after even his interesting performance just the other day for Croatia.
And I think for me, the $1 million question is who's going to come out for him? Who do you remove? Do you remove Costa or who do you remove?
I think once Higuain gets tired, I mean, he's a player that doesn't have the best of stamina and not the best of pace.
Unfortunately, yeah.
If we see a change for him and maybe seeing Cuadrado coming in for Matuidi in that central attacking midfield role, we'll see quite an interesting game being played.
All right, and Marquinhos is being very supportive right at the back. And back to the second half of this amazing game. Dembele has been taken a bit back, still unable to shake off his injury. Ali and Eriksen are doing very well in the midfield.
He finds a pass in. Higuain with the ball. Back to Matuidi. Can you see the ball being run in? And it's intercepted very well here by the Tottenham side. By a new formation Tottenham side. Eriksen. Dembele, you can already see how many more options he's having in attack as soon as he changed his formation.
And Rose has come a bit forward, you can notice.
Yeah, I think he's playing more like a wing-back.
Harry Kane, you want Harry Kane to be the person who is being crossed.
Can it be a goal? Oh my God, that was really close. But a good save by the legend that left Juventus. Buffon.
Once in a lifetime kind of player, once in a lifetime. Costa with the ball.
I mean, it's in tournaments like this where you just need to have your keeper in their best form. I mean, FIFA 18, it's a very unpredictable game when it comes to your keeper. It can either make amazing saves or concede one of the silliest goals.
That's true. Sandro with the ball looking for options. He has Costa on his left. Costa looking for options as well. Marquinhos taken by Ali. Son with the ball looking for Kane. Is he going to go solo? I don't find Kane very fast.
He's not very fast at all, but you see the thing is if you play around him, you can make lots of opportunities for him.
And he finds Son. The ball.
Can Kane do something? Pass to Son! And it's a goal for Heung-min Son. Good build-up by Harry Kane that led to Son finishing off the ball.
Very sloppy defending there by Juventus. Very
I mean, your head has to be in the game.
They have to be punished.
Let's see what they can do this one.
It's an even matchup now. It's an even matchup. It's 1-1 Tottenham and Juventus. Ali, Tottenham now playing more aggressive football, more attacking football. Juventus also not to be left far behind. Lichtsteiner is there as well. Matuidi providing an option for him. Marquinhos is there. Costa opening up farther and farther. I think they're trying to draw the defense away.
Right. And you see, the thing is, there's 5 men in the midfield for Spurs. Peter was very smart in making that decision, but you see, the thing is, they're playing the 4-2-3-1 as well. So it's just, the midfield is packed, and it just depends on who makes the more accurate passes and progresses from that midfield line.
Ali looking for options. Rose. Find it so surprising that Rose is coming up front. Rose with a provision. Nope.
Can he win back the ball?
I'm
no, he
finding
doesn't.
Juventus defense to be quite sloppy, to be honest. Dybala there, going on.
He fell just there, unlucky.
Higuain, can he do something? Looking for Dybala, nope.
Toby Alderweireld, pass to Trippier, to Eriksen. What can they do with this attack? Ball with Ali again. Good attack here so far. Can you see the wide man? Trippier's actually just made the pitch slightly wider. And Hassan just slightly miscontrolled. If he controlled that, I think we would have seen another goal. Can we see another extra time game? And maybe if Juventus do make something out of this attack, Matuidi in that advanced position. I'm still quite amazed to see Matuidi in that attacking midfield position. Maybe he learned something from the French team where he was playing left wing the other day.
Maybe he did. Sloppy pass there from the English goalkeeper. Costa, I see.
Can he cross it in? Can he find someone with this opportunity? He finds Higuain, who finds Dybala. And I think he should have just taken the shot there.
Yeah.
Being indecisive in those situations, it costs you the chances.
There a lot of backward play by Tottenham, looking for more options going forward. You have Ali, you have Son, Trippier going ahead. A lot of defensive midfielders coming forward.
I mean, playing
by Juventus,
playing with the wing backs where they're defending, but at the same time they're pushing forward. It does provide lots of wide play for your team.
And very porous defending there by Tottenham. Quick for them to recover. Dembele needs to get off. Dembele is finding it very hard to shake off his injury. Matuidi is going on and on. He going there with the ball. Matuidi. And Kevin Lay gets the ball as well. Sami Khedira.
Marquisio. He finds Higuain. Can Higuain make something out of this? So close, I thought it was in. We almost got it there.
I think I'm going to change the substitutes real quick. Dembele needs to get off, like I said earlier.
Finally coming off.
Or is it Sissoko's going to come on?
We might see Sissoko, and it's very interesting to see because Sissoko has been one of those players that has always been played as a CM, but he decides to play Lamela there instead. He should have played Sissoko there.
Interesting choice of play there, but the score is 1-1 still. I mean, may the best man win.
Okay, so he is playing Sissoko. He's a player that's been used in Ultimate Team as a CDM. If you play the 4-3-2-1 for
how about that? Telling Lamela you're going on and then you're not going on again. That's Sissoko ready.
Let's see if we can see a change in formation by Juventus, or they're going to stick to their 4-2-3-1 wide formation. That's commonly used by teams like Man United in real life.
And it's working for them so far, so good. But it definitely needs to attack a bit more.
And I like the fact that Juventus has brought 2 new wide men. So we saw it in the last game with Vidal. As soon as Vidal came on, he changed the game.
So something, yes.
So now having 2 wide men on those flanks might provide some more depth to this attack.
And both teams getting ready for extra time here, quite evidently. Both at the squad, you have Wanyama getting ready for the pass back. Very, very interesting that Wanyama is the last man on this team. Very, very interesting.
Sissoko, can he do something with this? And he just doesn't get the ball. Cuadrado, Dybala. Can Dybala see the wide man? No, he doesn't. He goes back to Matuidi, who's now in a defensive position.
Who is he going passing the ball to be honest?
Ball is won back here. Can Peter do something with this Tottenham side of his?
Eriksen starts a counter-attack. Trippier. Eriksen, what's going on? A lot of sloppy passing.
Can we see some new changes from the fresh legs?
Playing there as well. Big shots passes.
Bernardeschi passes it to Higuain. Can he find Cuadrado on the flank? Back to Higuain. He finds Bernardeschi again, and he's offside.
That was offside. That indeed was offside.
We might have to see another extra time game.
We do.
The referee has indicated there will be a minute.
Let's see what Sissoko, and it's called offside once again. Wilminson was offside there. Seems like the Juventus line is playing pretty high up, and it's okay because they have 2 CDMs as well, so they can easily recover from these attacks. But Bernardeschi on the attack, and the fresh legs do anything in these last few minutes? And so close, but yet so far.
Oh man, so near yet so far. We're going to see 30 minutes of play there, courtesy of Juventus and Spurs. It's going to be the classic option. With the best one mean, Juventus doing very well with ball possession in the first 90 minutes of the game.
He has a very fast Cuadrado there on the wing. Can he make something out of this opportunity? He's also a 5-star skill. Let's see if we can see any skill moves being brought out here. Khedira with the ball.
Being sent back by Juventus.
Benedeschi.
Sandro Benedeschi.
Ball is won back here. Let's see what Tottenham can do with this. They have quite a few fresh legs in the middle of the pitch. Can they use it quite effectively, just as Juventus have been using their new flanks? Eriksen. He doesn't find anyone else. The ball is intercepted by Alexandro. Benedeschi has the ball. Can he find a pass in?
Dybala. Who has Higuain? Higuain with the ball. Higuain passes Sissoko. Passes Wanyama.
And just like that, it's intercepted. But
Higuain has the ball again.
Can he find the ball inside the and it's intercepted once again. We're seeing lots of interceptions here.
I don't know what's going on with the strikers and the defense, to be honest. Lots of incomplete passes today. Rose has the ball.
Can he find the wide man? Ali. He finds Harry Kane.
That must be offside. Yes, it was offside. Inform there. Quick short pass.
Lichtsteiner. What can he do? Can he find Cuadrado? Once again, I said he has lots of pace, Cuadrado, and he has those 5-star skill moves. Can we see something out of there? And he passes it in. And there should have been another man there to get it in.
There should have been, yes. Eriksen almost going to make them pay. Harry Kane goes to the wing. He has Son.
It's very strange to see Harry Kane on the flanks. We should be seeing him a very central position. Maybe instructing him to stay in a very central position can prove more effective for Harry Kane. Higuain. Ball is won back by Victor Wanyama. Wanyama once again. Son. And it's
that we saw marks the end of the first half of extra time. 53% percentage ball.
More
by
shots by Juventus as well.
More shots by Juventus. I think they wanted more, but they need to attack more by far.
Right.
They do need to attack more.
Can we see some new wide men coming in? Davis and maybe Lamela coming in as well. We're seeing Victor Wanyama playing as a centre back, which we've seen.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. It's unique, and that's what we want from these competitions. And we've seen a change in formation for the Juventus side. He's now playing a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation, which keeps the ball all just down the middle. And countering it with a 3-5-2 can be very interesting because, you know, there's Davies and Trippier on the wide flanks. He can easily attack from those wide sides.
All right, to see for the white man, Eriksen coming off for Lamela. More attacking play from them. I think the teams have pretty much the same formation, quite honest. Let's see who gets his best team.
I think they're going to be going all or nothing in this last 15 minutes of the extra time.
All right, and I'm being informed that the next team is ready to go. So Oscar Moshiri Mathinji and Cornelius Ratemo, please make your way to the studio. Oscar Moshiri Mathinji and Cornelius Ratemo, please make your way to the studio.
And we've started with some heat from Tottenham Hotspurs. Can you find a very tall and lethal Harry Kane in the air? But no, Juventus win back the ball with their new 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. Let's see what they can do. Matuidi currently holding on the ball, but he can't hold it on for much longer.
Very sloppy passing there by Juventus. I think Tottenham Hotspurs are going to make them pay for that for sure.
Right.
Son is on the wing, looking for very many options. I don't understand how Son and Kane are both playing as wingers for this game. Matuidi with the ball, please trying to look for someone there.
I mean, it's 400,000 on the line here.
There's a lot of money on the line.
If you win a game, you can have a bit more comfort in this situation. So these last 9 minutes of this half should prove quite a few shots. And he almost gets it in. Can he get it in? Oh my word!
The bar!
So close.
Oh my goodness. And
if I was him, I'd be so disappointed. Lamela, Harry Kane, Ben Davies with the fresh legs. He tries to find Heung-min Son, but the ball is intercepted quite easily. And Khedira finds it back, but it's intercepted once again by Ben Davies. The fresh legs on the ball. Cuadrado, what can he make out of this attack? Can he get a goal out of this attack? Cuadrado with the fresh legs, the 5-star skills, and the
goal for Juventus we're seeing. No, it's not.
Ball is intercepted
by the amazing Tottenham defense. 2 minutes to the end of the game. 2 minutes to the end of the game. I think it's going to go all the way to penalties, to be honest. Davis there, good sub.
And just like that, Lamela has the ball. I think he should utilize Lamela more, considering the fact that he just came on and he has those fresh legs.
We have 2 minutes for additional time. 2 minutes to make a difference. Are they 2 minutes too few? Son is there. Oh, final one. This probably must be the final attempt.
Can it be the cross to win the game? And Harry Kane! Oh my word!
Off the bar.
So close.
The bar.
And we'll be seeing a penalty shootout here so early in the competition in the Africa E Cup. The first penalty shootout
for the Africa E Cup. And we have Oscar Moshiri and Cornelius. Oscar Moshiri and Cornelius, please make your way to the studio. Oscar Moshiri and Cornelius.
The first penalty here.
If you don't make it, then you get...
And Harry Kane scores it.
Oscar Moshiri and Cornelius, please make your way to the studio. Oscar Moshiri, it's you we're looking for, or else you forfeit the match.
Paulo Dybala. Can he get this penalty in? It seems like his indicator was on. I think he should switch off his indicator. Otherwise, next time he will be punished.
Lamela.
Sami fails to save the ball as Peter scores it with Lamela. It's 2-1 currently. I think he's turned off. His target is still on. All he has to do is press up on the D-pad. Son with the penalty so far, 2-2. And he was so close. He almost missed it.
3 goals Tottenham, 2 goals Juventus. Banadeshi here with the penalty.
Let's see whether Sami can score from this. I think he's changing his target to be off. Because if your target is on, obviously it's so easy to save it. And it's still on. And he still scores. He's showing you where he's going, and he's still getting the ball in. Someone can assist him by just pressing up on the D-pad.
Oh! I thought he was going to miss that for sure. 4 goals to Tottenham, 3 goals to Juventus. Sami Khedira. Sami Khedira there with the ball.
Sami Khedira being used by Sami, and it's been saved. Straight to the keeper. He was trying to be cheeky there. Tottenham have the upper hand. Can Peter win the game here? And he scores it. Game over. And just like that, Peter has won the game. Very close matchup here for
very close. Very close. Well done to you, Peter. Tevin Duna and Kitoto, please make your way forward next. Tevin Duna and Kitoto, please make your way there. Unable to break the deadlock after 90 minutes. Unable to break the deadlock after a further 30 minutes. I mean, Tottenham was an amazing team. Juventus did very well. DJ Raf and DJ Nish254. Your money was on Juventus. What happened?
I feel for a moment there, Juventus played a bit defensive. Having Mauricio Khedira and Matuidi in the same team is more of a defensive game. It was an interesting game, I won't lie. It was a game of a few chances, and Tottenham Hotspur won the game because at least they took their last chance to win the penalties.
For me, I think it was an evenly matched game, a bit dull in the first half with just that Higuain goal and nothing else to report. And for Spurs, I think they made some really interesting changes, playing Dembele in the CDM. Usually you would play him at the CM, but he's a player with so much composure, rated 90 actually. Son's striking position, actually, that was one of the things that stood out for me. I wouldn't play him there, but he actually got Spurs a goal and eventually came down to penalties. And Spurs won, which is okay. They also played Trippier and Rose up the pitch in the right and the left mid, which you would think would leave them exposed at the back, but it worked for them. So kudos to Spurs.
I get that, but very interesting observation you made there. I noticed that Victor Wanyama was brought back and Danny Rose went forward. What do you make of that interesting substitution?
Personally, I think Wanyama playing as a centre-back is not quite a good decision. But then it ended up working out for Peter, who was using Spurs. I prefer Wanyama in a central mid position or a central defensive midfield position because he has the ability to actually stay back and intercept all the counter-attacks. I'd have preferred if Sissoko actually played on the right mid. He was put in as a CM, which renders him useless in a game. One interesting fact that I actually saw was Harry Kane was playing in the wide wing, which did not make any sense for me. But then at the end of the day, it's all about strategy. I feel like Peter wanted Harry Kane on that wing, and it worked out for him in the end because Kane nearly scored a sitter at the 120th before they actually went into the penalties.
That's right, and we saw Higuain scoring the first goal at the 31st minute, and then we don't see much more action from them throughout the rest of the first half and the second half, but they sort of like pick it up towards the second half of extra time. Was it a case of too little, too late, or just stepping on the gas too soon? What happened there?
If you ask me, I think they were both really, really careful. And as we can see clearly in the scoreline, and as we've mentioned, Spurs made what one would say mistakes in the positioning of their players. But you see, what you're doing here is you want people to really personalize their teams, and it really worked for them. So in the end, I think each player has played like they had already planned to play before they even came into the competition. They sort of just sat back, not too many attacks, and in the end, Spurs won it.
All right, let me know. I think for me, I'm curious to find out, do you think they're scared of losing more than they're excited about the prospects of winning?
I think at the end of the day, the price that's out here is a lot of money. 400K is no joke. So if you come in and you want to defend, at the end of the day, probably someone is going to be able to undo your defense. But then I think it's all about the game plan. Personally, for me, Peter playing with Spurs had Eriksen playing on a right mid and then sort of moved him back to a CM, which for me is pointless because Eriksen is the most creative player in Spurs.
Okay, Tevin, Duna and Kitoto, we're waiting for you, Tevin and Kitoto, waiting for you on the other side to start your game. We've seen some amazing teams being chosen so far, DJ Raf. You have Juventus, you have Tottenham, you have Man City, you have Barcelona. What team has stood out for you so far?
I would certainly go with Barcelona. I think Barcelona played really well. And for all the players who've chosen different teams, I think that is the one that has been utilized well. And a bit funny, the team that I think has been utilized really badly is Spurs, which is actually won. And I think penalties in the coming games are gonna be even more important. As we've seen, they've decided this game, and before we've seen a player miss 2 penalties. So in future, the players should just know that you have to get your penalty game on, otherwise you may lose a certain important game in future.
All right, all right. Who do you think it plays better football? I mean, we've seen something from Italy. We've seen something from, we've seen some teams from England. So English clearly are favourites. We've seen Real Madrid being chosen as well. And Barcelona. I think for me, DJ Raf, I'm waiting to see a strong German team or strong French team.
I mean, we did see it in the first game where Bayern won 5-1.
That is true.
Maybe seeing a team like Dortmund coming up can be quite interesting for the sake of the competition. But I'm curious to know what teams will be used next, because we've seen the likes of Madrid being destroyed 5-1, and then just now we're seeing Juventus losing in penalties to a Tottenham side, whereas you all thought that Juventus will be going through easily. So, but at the end of the day, it depends how you utilize your team.
All right, and final shout out to Kitoto. Kitoto, we are looking for you. Kitoto, we are looking for you. It's your time to play, and if you're not here, we may have to have a walkover. Kitoto, final call. Kitoto, if anyone has Kitoto's number, please give him a ring. We're going to do a countdown. Kitoto 3, Kitoto 2. Kitoto, please come forward in the next 1 minute. But even as we continue looking for Kitoto, DJ Raf.
Yes.
Which teams are you looking forward to seeing play today?
I'm a Chelsea fan. I want to see someone play with Chelsea. We have a lot of Manchester United and Arsenal fans in the building, but as it appears, when it comes to gaming, you don't choose the team that you support. You choose the team that you think is going to win you the 400K.
What about you, DJ Nish?
I've not seen anyone try use Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know why. I thought everyone would probably want to rush and try use Neymar and use the pace that Paris has to offer. Particularly if anyone has a game strategy where they want to defend, I'd probably want to see Atletico Madrid play. But then I'm not so sure people are willing to bet that 400K on an Atletico Madrid.
Okay, what about Paris Saint-Germain? I mean, PSG is an amazing, amazing team. Why isn't anyone taking a French team? What are we saying about the French?
I think that when it comes to a team like PSG, or any team in general, I think you have to know the players. So you have to have used PSG in the past before. I mean, PSG is a great team to use. You have Neymar on the flank. You have Cavani, who's very good who's a good aerial threat. He can shoot the ball quite easily as well. And then in the midfield, you have quite a few good players like Verratti, you have Rabiot. In centre-back, you have Marquinhos, you have Silva. So it's a complete team, in my opinion. And I think another team that should be used is Manchester United. As much as it may seem like it's biased, it's a team that has quite a few players that are quite, as you'd call, overpowered in this game. And there are players like Martial. He's just 82 rated, but he's one of the most favorable players on Ultimate Team. And there's Pogba with the 5-star skills. There's Lukaku, who's quite good in the air. He has good physical. He can shoot the ball. There's another player that's quite overused in this game in particular, which is Eric Bailly. There's De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers. Valencia. I can go on and on for ages. So I think seeing more teams like that, which have not so high-rated players, but they're really, really good in-game, shall prove a team to be more effective.
All right, we have Olaba and Caleste coming up in a few, Olaba and Caleste. And I think just before they come on board, DJ Raf, there's a phenomenon I've been seeing where they take really short corners and real quick. What do you make of that?
Short corners, instead of just putting the ball across. I think that's just being careful because the probability of getting your player in the box becomes quite difficult, but when you can just pass to someone real close, you have an opportunity of maybe picking one or two players in the box. So I think it's just being careful, which may work, may not work. There's no guarantee in these things.
Let me make a comment on the comment. All right, what about you? What do you think about it, Suhail?
I think for anyone who's watched competitive FIFA this year, they'd know that it's either you pass it and you make a chance out of that, or near post OP. I mean, if you put the ball in a near-post position and you have a player like Harry Kane, for example, you'll get it in every time. I think this is one of the things where if you rehearse it at home on your console, online, Ultimate Team seasons, whatever, if you see how overpowered near-post is, just putting it right before the post and the player running in and just hitting it in, it's an easy goal. So I think we should see more of the near-post corners.
All right, Nish, I've not seen a lot of dribbling so far. I've seen more of defensive game. Are there going to be any star players who can dribble and actually going to be used? What do you think about that, Nish?
Personally, for me, it all falls down to tact. What is your tactic? What do you want to achieve out of the game? So I feel people are quite reserved right now. Probably in the later stages of the games, we'll see people actually pull out their skill moves and whatnot. So we just have to wait and see.
Well, as much as this is a competition, I agree with you, Nish. I think I'd like to see more skill moves. We've seen just the ball roll, which is a tactic that any player on the pitch is able to utilize. So as much as it's a competition, like when you have players like Cristiano Ronaldo, let's see the barber spin and such moves being utilized.
All right, and our next choice of teams are Barcelona on one side, Bayern Munich on the other side. DJ Raf, Barcelona, Bayern Munich. What do you make of that duo?
Wow, if it was me, I'd take Bayern Munich because I think they're able to hold Barcelona. So as much as I earlier mentioned that I favor Barcelona, this one I'm going to have to go with Bayern Munich. I think they're able to hold Barcelona and go all the way. They also have some really attacking players in their team.
So in spite of the likes of Messi, Suarez, Busquets, Iniesta playing against you, your money is still on Bayern Munich?
Still on Bayern Munich.
All right, DJ Nish, where's your money on?
I think for me, it all falls down to the setup. How do the players intend to set up their teams? Who are you putting at the front in terms of attack? Who do you want to defend for you? And in terms of the setup, I think these guys are going for a more narrow game because the midfield is a bit packed. So we'll just have to wait and see. But for this one, I think I'll put my money on Barcelona.
Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. What an amazing team. So DJ Nish is rooting for Barcelona and DJ Raf is rooting for Bayern Munich. I see that the setup they're having here is 4-4-2 for both of them. You have Paulinho on one, Rakitic on there as well. Busquets is there. Iniesta is going to captain this team. Again, Piqué is there. And I mean, Piqué, I feel clearly his best days are behind him. But look at Vidal playing for Bayern Munich. What do you make of it? What do you make of it?
I mean, just to correct you, the Barcelona are using a 4-2-2 formation, which means that everything is happening in the midfield. You have two attacking midfielders, two CDMs, two strikers, no wingers. So this keeps the ball just where you want it as a Barcelona team, which is in the middle. And for the Bayern team playing a 4-4-2, it works out for them because they have very good CDMs. They have quite a few quick players that can make quite good attacks. So I think in this situation, it's just up to the player whether they can execute this. Because in order to use a 4-2-2 formation, you need to know what you're doing. You need to be able to play that position football. You need to make those passes quite easily. So I think it will be a very nice matchup at the end of the day.
All right, what about you, DJ Raf?
Yes.
Let me just have real quick. You have Suarez, you have Messi. Do you think there's an over-reliance on Messi by Barcelona?
You can tell why there is that over-reliance, because he's that player that is able to score in any position. As I mentioned earlier, in FIFA 18, when you have a weak player, you have to slow down, position them really well. But when you have your Messi, you have your Cristiano, that is if you're using Real Madrid, of course, they are able to score for you at any position. And then of course, Suarez is really attack-minded and he's aggressive. So I understand why the Barcelona team is going to have both of them at the front. I think it's really okay to over-rely on your reliable players, so to speak.
All right, Tevin and Kitoto are ready for this amazing team. Barcelona on one side, Bayern Munich on the other side. Janish, before we sign out, who's going to stand out for you, in your opinion, as far as the German team is concerned?
I think basically a lot of people will either tend to use Robben because of the flair and the pace, and then of course the skill moves, and he has the curve on his left leg. So I think over-dependence will probably be mostly on Robben. Of course, James Rodriguez is also good on his left leg. And of course, Robert Lewandowski with the shots. So it depends on the tact, as I said from the beginning. It depends on how you want to use your players and how you want to execute the game. But I think for this one, the over-reliance will mostly be on Robben because he's one of the most creative players on the pitch.
You see, Nisha, one thing about Robben, yes, they're definitely going to rely on him, but he is also susceptible to injuries. He's actually injury-prone if you go to his attributes there. So you use him too much, he's probably gonna get an injury. We'll be waiting to see how that happens.
And that's interesting that Barcelona plays a more pace-centered game. However, I find for Bayern Munich, they're more aggressive. Do you think it's going to be a faster, more calm and controlled game? Or are they going to play like Barcelona, very aggressive football?
I think in the beginning they're all going to size out each other because their opponents who've probably not met before. So they're going to size out each other and then pick the game from there on. But interesting to see when the Barcelona guy was setting up his game, I saw Sergio Busquets playing on a left mid row. I do not understand how that works out, but we'll just wait to see.
Well, that's a player I'd definitely put at CDM at any time. You know, you move him forward, has to be a CM, anything other than that, I don't think it's going to work, but we'll wait and see.
All right, final question. It's going to be played at the Nou Camp. Do you think that's going to have an impact on Barcelona?
Most definitely. When you're playing at home, it's always about home advantage. So we'll wait to see where the neutrals lie with this one. And I think this is going to be an interesting game. That's all I can say. It's the German Giants versus the Spanish Giants.
Well, Giants are going to be indeed. Suhail, which Giant do you think is going to prevail?
I think from this game, I think it's Bayern who's going to prevail from this game. Unless the Barcelona player does know how to use the 4-2-2 effectively, which means keeping the ball within his reach and just frustrating the Bayern player to move around his CDMs, leaving the whole team out of place. But from this game, I think Bayern will take it.
Okay, so Bayern is Tevin today, and Kitoto is playing Bayern, and Tevin is going to be Barcelona. So Tevin has a lot up his sleeve, I can see from his sort of like formation. He's trying to look for a few more options already. And Kitoto is, look at him getting ready for the crossing and for the shooting. It's going to be a very aggressive game if you ask me. A lot of wing play, I would presume, from Bayern Munich. A lot of center play from FC Barcelona. And Barcelona don't have really tall players.
I mean, they have Sergio Busquets and Gerard Piqué.
They do, yes.
And that's just two players on the spine. And if you happen to have Rakitic going for the header, he'll lose it. Like I'm not even trying to be rude or anything. Rakitic can't win those headers. But he is playing Paulinho and Roberto in those CDM positions, not Sergio Busquets. So let's see how he will do when it comes to the aerial balls.
All right, an amazing game is going to be. Kitoto is playing for Bayern again. Tevin representing Barcelona. May the best man win. May the best team win.
Let's see how this game starts off. Will we see aggressive play from the beginning by either side?
And welcome to the Nou Camp. We have Barcelona on the left going right. We have Bayern on the right going left. Again, just to remind you, Kitoto is representing Bayern Munich and Tevin for Barcelona. Just making sure that everyone is ready.
He's made that switch Messi on the left, so we might see a few across-the-body shots by Lionel Messi.
It's like a fast second change, right?
Right. David Alaba. Let's see how Bayern will set up their attacks. I think this opportunity is where we get to learn these players and see everything about them.
Yes, and the entire Barcelona team is in their half. They're not making a search for it, not yet. Martinez already being a bit impactful there. Müller, amazing guy.
Goes to Vidal, can he get a shot?
Oh, first shot in.
It would have been a free kick, but he did play on, and it's straight to the keeper.
Umtiti, the Frenchman, Paulinho. Roberto there.
Goes to Ousmane Dembele. Nelson Semedo, who loses the ball, and it's
Dembele
back
is
again.
back. Roberto has the ball. Paulinho, they're looking for options moving forward. It's a lot of play there by Roberto.
Vidal wins back the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. He finds Thomas Müller. Can he find the very strong and tall Robert Lewandowski? David Alaba and unlucky.
The last time we had an English and German playoff, the Germans won by 5-1. Is that going to be the same case today? Let's wait and see. The Spaniards going ahead, starting forward and forward. Germans being very active there on their defense.
Vidal, Kimmich. Can he find the wide man pass? He does find it. It's taken back to him. Very slow play so far, but it might come to be good for him since patience does pay off sometimes. Martinez, he finds Vidal. Can he make something out of this attack? Can he find the man in front? Martinez, Vidal. Thiago with the 5-star skills, and we do.
Oh, well done, Thiago. Well done, Thiago.
Effective skill move there by Thiago.
But Alba has very good defensive skills. Roberto there, surging forward and forward. Suarez, who we've hardly seen any of today. Suarez there with the ball, looking for Dembele. Can we see a quick switch back?
Can we see Thiago scoring against his old club?
Perhaps. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Vidal. Lewandowski.
Martinez with the ball. Let's see what Vidal can do here. Will he play a more direct football or will he play possession? What do you think will happen in this?
I and Robin, a man to watch out for today. Martinez, a lot of play here by Vidal. He's playing a very pivotal role today. Kimmich, I thought he was going to surge forward. Vidal again. Müller is one of the shots. Oh!
So close there.
Just very well.
Very he's a very good keeper today. Can we see the near post? And we've called it. And it's just... He just barely missed out. Just slightly more power would have got into Robert Lewandowski. I would have seen a near post chance there. Vidal, Martinez. Can he find Mola? Will he take the shot? He takes a fake shot and he goes for it.
And a corner? Nope.
Saved very nicely there by Umtiti, the man who took the French team to World Cup. Can we see something here by Thiago Mola? Ball won back here again.
Martinez with the ball, passing to Vidal again. Vidal playing a very pivotal role today in the midfield. Martinez with the ball. Müller looking for options, just going round and round in circles. Martinez trying to open space.
Müller.
Good defensive work there by Dembele to get Coutinho. Messi's ahead, looking for Suarez, I presume. Messi with the ball. He has Roberto on his side.
He finds Messi again.
Messi.
Messi.
Suarez. Dembele for the cross.
Messi!
Oh, good defensive there work by.
And he finds the ball to Thiago. Let's see what Thiago can do this on this attack. Let's pass it back to Martinez to his fellows.
Müller intercept.
Just offside.
Vidal again. Martinez. Lewandowski.
Barely caught by
Hummels looks for Martinez. Müller doing his job. Passes it back to Robin, his right hand. Messi is open. Ball. He's going to look for options. Messi. Coutinho.
Here from this
37. Coutinho.
Coutinho. That's a very good goal there to count this goal by him.
1-0 up
I think that is what I want to see in the future matchups.
Yeah, and then picking it up from what Raf is saying, I look at a team like Bayern Munich. You have Lewandowski in the team, who's a long shot taker. You have James Rodriguez, who's lethal on the left foot from anywhere. So I wouldn't see why all these players would want to just sit back and play tiki-taka football into the 18 area. Would prefer if we saw guys actually taking risks.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of play by Thomas Müller and Lewandowski, but they didn't manage to produce a goal.
Yeah.
And by far, they're two of the finest strikers we have in the world, really. Not even in Germany, but in the world. Why do you think they were unable to score?
I think from my experience in FIFA 18, if your attack doesn't have pace, you have to be a really, really good build-up player. And you see, the thing is, Lewandowski having just, I think, 83 pace, I may be wrong, and Müller around the same range, you don't have that 90 pace caliber player. And you see, the thing is, if you don't have that type of player, you won't have those quick counters. And you wouldn't see as many goals. You see, the thing is, you can have a player like Gabriel Jesus. He's 83 rated. He may not have the best shooting, but because he's quick and he has good dribbling, he can get into those positions and have many opportunities.
All right. For me, DJ Raf, I think Ian Robben was a bit of a disappointment for me. What do you think about his play today?
I agree with you. Whenever I'm using Ian Robben myself, I make sure I'm making those runs because he has pace, he has composure, he's able to intercept the ball as well. I expected more. Surprisingly, Vidal was able to do a lot better than Ian Robben. And as I had mentioned earlier, he's actually injury prone. He didn't get injured, so that's okay. But maybe that's probably because he wasn't very well utilized.
Who was unimpressive in Barcelona for you, DJ Nish?
Well, the team that won, definitely no one was unimpressive because at the end of the day, as I said, it's all about the stats that count. How many goals do you have? How have you utilized your players? I told you in the beginning, my most shocking thing was that Sergio Busquets was actually being played on the left wing, which quite did not make sense to me. But at the end of the day, when you look at the results, I feel like it's all that counts.
No. Can the play using Real Madrid please go back to a regular formation, no custom formation, no moving around the players, otherwise that may result to a disqualification.
We're going to have a very interesting matchup coming up. We have the El Clasico being played. You have Barcelona on one side. You have Real Madrid on the other side. DJ Raf, what do you make of this?
I think this is going to be quite interesting, even in real life, El Clasico is always the match to look forward to. I want to see how Cristiano Ronaldo will be utilized because, as we mentioned earlier, we've seen Real Madrid play and actually not being able to use the power of Cristiano Ronaldo. And as Nish mentioned earlier, I think we want to see more long shots being taken. You can imagine having these two teams and not being able to utilize that. We have a lot of players that can take long shots. So I think so far we've seen our gamers being really, really careful and wanting to play that tiki-taka football until we get a clear goal. And we've seen a lot of overpassing unnecessarily. So I think in this match, we want to see those long shots being taken because we have the players for that.
All right, DJ Nish, who's your money on? Barcelona or Real Madrid?
My money is definitely Real Madrid, but looking at the arrangement of the players, I'm seeing Cruz playing on the left wing, so I'm not so sure what the game plan is because Cristiano Ronaldo is actually on a central mid position. But then this might be the tact by the player. Maybe he's trying to adjust whatever it is that we've been talking about. We need to see people taking more shots. So I think if you play Cruz at the top and actually utilize his right and left leg because he's both-footed, then we'll probably see some good shots coming out from him.
And the Croatian Modric, there's a man under contention. Benzema missed out on the World Cup and his team made it to the final. What does that say about Benzema?
I don't think it says necessarily anything about him as a player because at Real Madrid, he's more of the worker bee. You see, in every team, you need that player who can run around and try get the ball back every other time. And I think he's been able to be utilized for that specifically at Real Madrid. I think him missing out on the World Cup, it has just more to do with his personal issues than it has to do with about football.
Are we saying that France can do well without Benzema?
I mean, like, it's been proven already that they can.
I think it has.
They're already in the World Cup final. They have so many other good players that can play in that position.
Did Giraffe, who's your money on, Barcelona or Real Madrid?
I'm definitely supporting Real Madrid. I'm a Real Madrid fan, soon to be a Juventus fan, and you know why.
All right. It's back to the game. We have MMK representing Barcelona and Moses for Real Madrid. This is going to be the Clasico. It's going to be an amazing, amazing derby. And Barcelona off to a great start. Marcelo, they're doing a great intercept as well.
I wonder what we'll see from this game, considering the fact that CR7 is playing a central midfield spot. I think what he's going for is for a more long shot approach. If anyone has played this game, the long shots in this game can be quite overpowered, and having Ronaldo in that position, it can have its advantages and disadvantages. I've never actually seen it ever happening. If a person's using Ronaldo, it's either on the left wing, right wing, or striker.
There you go. Luka Modric there, the Croatian with the ball. Is he going to go for a shot? No, he's going to pass it through. Didn't get Ronaldo quite. Sergio Busquets with the goal. Paulinho, an amazing player playing for Barcelona. Suarez there is a bit open, looking for options. Yes, Coutinho on his left. Coutinho looking for options as well. Back to Suarez. Suarez going to pass it to Dembele. Intercepted there by Marcelo, who's passing it to Cristiano Ronaldo, who's all the way back. Toni Kroos is also a bit back. Varane taking it nice and slow. Captain there, Sergio Ramos.
And I think from this game, how this Madrid team is playing is completely relying on the player instructions, because having a player like Ronaldo in CM and putting instructions such as get forward, he can't perform.
Oh, good stuff there, Benzema, no!
Ter Stegen, will he be the goalkeeper of the tournament here?
Sergio Busquets the ball, Paulinho. Is this a counter-attack? It's going to play on by the referee. Suarez with the ball, back to Messi. Messi, he has options on his left and on his right. Dembele, will he get to it? No. Marcelo gets there first. Why would he pass that ball as a goalkeeper?
I mean, it's better safe than sorry sometimes. And you see, the thing is, it could have been a risky opportunity where he could have passed to our opponent.
Toni Kroos with the ball for the cross. Nope.
We see a corner. I wonder whether he'll go short or whether he'll go for a near post.
First corner of the day going to Real Madrid. Toni Kroos, the man behind the ball for the cross.
Near post, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo gets his head on it. And just like that, Ter Stegen just gets his hands on it.
There you go. Semedo, Dembele. Starting it nice and easy at the back. Paulinho, Alba. Coutinho makes a run for the ball. Coutinho with the ball. He has options everywhere he looks. Sergio Busquets coming into midfield. Paulinho. Busquets going ahead of Paulinho. Umtiti is the last man.
They seem
Coutinho,
very calm on the attack.
Suarez, Paulinho. Paulinho really continuing this midfield. Casemiro. He has Gareth Bale, the Irishman. Benzema, the Frenchman.
Just to be...
Oh, Modric couldn't reach there.
It's a Welshman.
The Welshman, I beg your pardon.
Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. Barcelona haven't
Messi,
yet made any...
Dembele breaks free. Dembele breaks free.
Can Dembele
can he...
Messi!
Ah.
I think he should have gone for the low-driven finesse.
He should have. Very well.
Direct shot.
There. Quick low, fast corner. Another corner for Barcelona.
Will he play it short again?
Messi's the man behind the ball.
Just on that near post position. And he plays it short to Dembele. Same tactic used and
for Barcelona.
Same way goes out for another corner.
Perhaps to cross it in. Nope. Same tactic. And Modric had this now.
And he finds
Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice and easy, quick pass, Toni Kroos. Back to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Penetrating run there by Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's gotten back by the Barcelona players. Let's see what they can make out of this opportunity. Lionel Messi finds Semedo. Semedo, can he? And he's just
Semedo's offside. He's offside, Semedo.
Very close.
Sergio Ramos, the amazing Spanish captain there. Casemiro.
Ronaldo in the midfield. I didn't think I'd ever see this day.
Not in
Ronaldo
100
playing
years.
as a CM.
Not in 100 years. Intercepted there by Barcelona. Coutinho. He has options everywhere. He looks Suarez. Tries to find Messi. Unfortunate there. Cristiano Ronaldo all the way back.
He sees Marcelo. Back to Modric, the Croatian superstar. Carvajal. Karim Benzema.
He's looking for... Who's he looking for? Marcelo is on his left. Pass to Casemiro. Casemiro is looking for options. He has Luka Modric. Carvajal. Bale trying not to go offside there.
Ronaldo just lingering around the box. Let's see what he can do with this. And he passes back to Messi.
Suarez breaks free. Can he do it?
And it's so close there. He goes for the across the body shot, and it was just a few centimeters away from being a goal. Unlucky. But he must move on and create.
Very lucky for Navas there. I think he was all the way far.
That would have definitely gone in if he just angled it slightly better. Philippe Coutinho.
The ball is in the Madrid half now, moving closely to the Barcelona half. Benzema, it's intercepted there by Busquets. Casemiro, Paulinho has the ball.
I think the balance in both of the defenses are good.
Oh, and
Dembele.
Barcelona break free. Dembele
Get a
for the
shot.
shot. Suarez the rebound. No,
Ball is
safe
back
in
in
Navas'
his hand.
hands.
As I was saying, the Barcelona defense is quite balanced now, considering the fact that Umtiti has decent pace and Piqué is slow. They just even each other out.
He does. They do.
I mean, if it's a pace situation, Umtiti will catch up. If it's a physicality situation, Piqué will get the ball.
Bale with the ball. Bale clearly much faster than Alba. Clearly much faster.
He uses a
Modric.
pace control. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Casemiro. Marcelo now. Back to Casemiro. Who's that pass to?
To Benzema.
Benzema. Marcelo, is he going across? He's going to pass to Casemiro.
Miscontrol
very
there.
Sloppy pass. And it's
That's the
half-time
half.
already.
What have you thought about this half? I've seen very boring football, if you ask me.
I think it's not as exciting as we thought it would be. I mean,
Yeah.
this is El Clasico. Lots of possession play there by Madrid.
We've seen different instances where it could have been a perfect chance, perfect goal, but it just goes wide. It's unlucky, but at the same time, you need to finish your chances. If you want to win the games, as Nish was saying, you have to capitalize on those opportunities.
I'm very concerned that Ronaldo is a bit too back. He's too. I mean, him and Kroos seem to be changing positions anytime now.
Yeah.
I'm quite concerned about that. What about Barcelona? Who do you think is standing out for you so far?
I mean, you're seeing Suarez. Suarez had those opportunities. As much as he's standing out for the good reasons, he also may be standing out for the bad reasons for missing that chance. I mean, a player such as Sergio Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, there's so many different strikers that could have finished that. But I think being more patient or using tactics such as the low-driven finesse, it'll confirm you the goal.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of Varane, but I guess that's a good thing when you don't see a lot of a defender.
Yeah.
Marcelo, Kroos, Pazic, Carvajal, he has options. Casemiro is going to play a lot of midfield games. Kroos slipping a bit. I see Ronaldo open on the left wing. Kroos, he has Carvajal, Modric. Modric has Benzema, has Bale ahead of him, has Ronaldo. Now, Kroos is there again. Marcelo. A lot of attacking play here by Real Madrid. Trying to get a gap somewhere. Seems to be going around in circles, but the circles are doing off.
I mean, if you just play the ball like that. If you play the ball like that.
Oh, well done. Well done. Good shot there by Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's what you can do with the corner.
He's the man behind the ball.
Yeah, post Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano, no.
But it rebounds off.
Varane, we see Varane. Finally, he pops up. Casemiro.
Patient play there.
Who's is he going to shoot?
Is it a shot? He wasted it there. That should have been a shot.
Should have been a shot. And Barcelona going to make them play. Dembele with the ball. Messi with the ball. Suarez with the ball. Busquets with the ball. Looking for Suarez. Who's looking for Dembele? Looking. He has
a goal.
With a shot.
And it's a goal! Philippe Coutinho.
Barcelona making Real Madrid pay for that severe mistake.
MMK taking the advantage here with a good shot by Philippe Coutinho. I wonder how Moses will come back in this situation.
Definitely, that was a very grievous mistake by Real Madrid. They never miss such a chance.
And they just make another mistake, giving the ball out to Suarez. And it goes to Coutinho, the goal scorer of the day.
Take him round in circles. Lionel Messi going round in circles as well. Suarez. I think they're gassing up for a shot. It goes wave on. Cristiano Ronaldo with the ball. He has Benzema. Is he going to pass back to Cristiano? It's passed to Luka Modric. He has Bale ahead of him. Passes it back to Casemiro. Carvajal, the ball is surging forward with Modric and Bale. Is he going across Bale? Does he get it? No.
Ter Stegen once again coming out, punching the ball away.
It's a counter-attack by Barcelona. Coutinho has Suarez. Suarez with the ball. Suarez, very impressive play by Suarez.
He's a very physical player.
Is that going out for a corner?
Oh, it's a goal kick.
It's a goal kick.
Unlucky.
Navas looks a bit nervous, to be honest. What's going on, man?
Let's see what they can do this attack. Busquets, Messi. They seem to be the more confident team at the moment.
Dembele, well played, Dembele. Oh,
very close. We saw the nutmeg coming.
To rescue Real Madrid. Right?
As soon as he gets nutmegged, he gets back the ball and he recovers it. And now it's an attack from Madrid. Now we're seeing Cristiano Ronaldo. Finally, you're seeing some action.
Yeah.
And he gives out the ball immediately. I mean, they're treating Ronaldo as if he's a slow player that doesn't have skill moves.
Unfortunately, yeah.
We need to remember he has 94 pace and he has those 5-star skill moves. We need to see those 5-star skill moves coming out. Now it's Suarez with the attack. Let's see how they can progress from this, Barca.
Coutinho with the ball. Suarez. Coutinho breaks free. Coutinho, Messi,
Shot.
not going to shoot there.
He spent too much time on it.
He did. Benzema passing it great. Cristiano Ronaldo is by himself. Is he going to pass him? Yes.
Good skill moves finally.
Well done by CR7, the Portuguese.
And he crossed it in. Good tackle there by Umtiti.
I think he goes down way too easy, Cristiano. It's a corner. Toni Kroos, the man behind the ball, looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for Benzema.
Cristiano! We finally see some near post action. Straight on goal, but Ter Stegen once again showing that he may be the goalkeeper of the tournament.
Luka Modric, he has options everywhere he looks. Well done, Cristiano with the ball. Too far back.
Trying to give a header to Modric, maybe disastrous.
Carvajal, Kroos comes back. Benzema. What's going on with Madrid?
Miscommunication there.
Yes. Marcelo to Benzema, to Modric, to Benzema.
Maybe a shot.
Benzema with the shot.
So close, yet so far. He needs to capitalize on those chances.
He does. He really does. 12 minutes before we say adios to one of these fine Spanish teams. Dembele coming out for Vidal. Amazing.
How would you see a comeback from Madrid?
Coming in for... Who's he coming for? I think a comeback is all within their reach. It's all within their reach. They can definitely come back. It's only one goal.
Well, he left Cristiano Ronaldo. He's removed Cristiano Ronaldo. Quite interesting to see here. It's not something we see every day, Cristiano Ronaldo being subbed off. Or maybe it was a mistake.
I mean, Asensio is a good player, and Isco are good players to bring on board. But hey, what is Real Madrid without Cristiano Ronaldo? Let's have, we have 12 minutes to see it, right?
Very interesting move there. If I was him, it must be a very good strategy. You never know.
We hope it is.
Let's see how Madrid do without the very strong Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bale.
Something we'll see next season.
Carvajal, Isco, they're the new man on the pitch. Vasquez, Kroos being a bit sloppy. Kroos gets it back. Benzema.
7
Marcelo.
minutes to go. And MMK sees the game out.
Vasquez, Benzema, Isco. Was that a fair play? No, it was
Umtiti with a great tackle there for Barcelona. Let's see how they can progress from this attack. They have 5 minutes to make something out of this game. Will they do it?
We hope they can. Gareth Bale. Carvajal. Gareth Bale. Vasquez.
Back to Carvajal.
Carvajal with the cross. Fair play. Ref says go on. Game goes on. Alba, was that ball out?
Ball out, yes. And it's Barcelona ball. They have
Umtiti, the Frenchman, doing
few
well
minutes
for Barcelona, holding the ball for the last 2 or so minutes before they say adios.
2 minutes left, and he's won the game. Let's see whether he'll keep the ball and try to see out the game. Because FIFA's a game where last minute you can concede quite a few goals. What can he do with this ball? Can it be a goal? Navas just gets a few fingertips on it. Messi, can we see a good goal? Close.
And it's adios Real Madrid by Barcelona.
MMK takes the win.
That one goal is all it took to win. An amazing El Clasico game. Well done.
MMK, yeah.
Well done, MMK. Well done for you, Moses. All the very best, even as you move forward to the next game. Coutinho, well done. Definitely one of the most amazing players of this game.
Right.
DJ Raf and DJ Nish, 1-0. Did you think that was going to be the final score?
For me, it's quite a shocker to see Cristiano Ronaldo first substituted and, of course, played in the wrong position. Probably the guy has beef with Cristiano for leaving for Juventus. I wouldn't know.
Well, I agree with you. I would never sub Cristiano Ronaldo because he's one of those players that, that's a full game player. Even in the real game, you sub him only if he's injured. That's the only reason you want to get Cristiano out of your team. And considering that the other team has the likes of Dembele, Suarez, Coutinho, and Messi, you want to have your best players on the pitch. So I think that was one mistake they made as Real Madrid.
For sure.
We saw Suarez miss really close. Dembele, for me, really stood out to me, making all those runs on the flanks. And a good goal from Coutinho. We saw a couple of skill moves. So it was a good game for me. An okay game. Not amazing, but it was good.
Benzema did his level best to try and score a lot of shots on target by him, but still unable to convert. What's wrong with Benzema?
I think it must be all the scandals that are following him around. Because probably his head is not in the game. But looking at the tact that the Real Madrid player used, I feel like he was tactically inept. He did not really focus on how to stabilize his team. The team was all over. There was no defense whatsoever. And the Barcelona player actually went ahead and capitalized on such mistakes.
What about Coutinho scored? Again, we had Suarez at the very, very front. Suarez still unlucky and unable to find the back of the net. What do you make of that so far?
Well, as we keep mentioning in these games, you have to be more accurate with your shots once you get in those positions. And back to Real Madrid for a second, I think it could have worked even better having Cristiano in Benzema's position. We know that he favors the left wing position, but even in the striking position, he could have worked so much better. I think he could have converted one of those chances.
Okay, your prediction was on that but Real Madrid would have won today's game. What went wrong? Dijanish, in one line, what went wrong?
For me, I think it all falls down to the tact of the player. The fact that you're playing Cristiano Ronaldo in a central midfield position, that means he has to come in deep to collect the ball, which he's not essentially known for, considering his age. He's now 30 plus. His legs are a bit weary, so you might as well just put him at the front and let him make the runs on the counter. So for me, it all falls down to the tact of the player using Real Madrid.
That's true, Nish. That's the reason why I'm not a betting man. As we've seen, the three teams that have backed, that have rooted for are losing. So, but I agree with you. Let's blame it on Cristiano being positioned badly.
Well, Toni Kroos was up ahead and is an amazing German player, but you don't know him particularly for his speed. And I mean, he had lots of competition against that. Was he also partly to blame for today's loss by Madrid?
I think at the end of the day, you can't play Toni Kroos on a left wing position because at the end of the day, your right and left wing is where you get to use all the pace in order to be able to counter the other team. So if your fastest player on the left wing is 50-something in terms of pace, then definitely you're not doing anything for your team. That's what I was saying. At the end of the day, Cristiano Ronaldo should have been either on the left wing or should have been the main striker. Bring in Toni Kroos to the back. Let him come deep for the ball because we know him for also his defensive abilities. Let him play as a CM. Let Cristiano play at the top. And if possible, just make Cristiano have a free roam role where he can move anywhere he wants.
Barca, I agree with Nish. One thing you have to learn about FIFA, any player that is going to be at your flanks has to be a fast player. Your left back, your left mid, your left wing, and the same for the right positions. We've seen in the past players like Iniesta being positioned in the left mid, which of course is not favorable. So I think for the future matches, I would really want to see the fast players on the flanks and the players that are just able to play the ball and win the passes and have your interceptions, being in the middle, and then of course some really strong attackers at the front.
Okay, I want us to talk about Isco and the impact he may have had on this game should he have been brought in earlier. But before we do that, we need to call the next set of players to come on stage real quick. So, Renick and Sami Moulay. Renick and Sami Moulay, please make your way to the gaming parlor. Renick and Sami Moulay. Then Moses Mashunia Thige and Mohamed Dahir, please make your way also to the studio. Again, Renick and Sami Moulay, please make your way to the gaming booth. And Moses Mashunia Thige and Mohamed Dahir, please go to the studio right about now so that we can get your games underway. DJ Raf, let me ask you real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think Isco should have come a bit earlier?
I do, but I also think that instead of even having Isco, Kroos should have been played in that position. Because Isco made a big difference. You can imagine what Kroos could have done. Because Kroos is one of those players that, he's a long shot taker. You have him anywhere in any position, you want to take a risk, that's the player for you. So Isco made a big difference, and I believe Kroos could have made an even bigger impact in that position.
Dijanish, who do you think should have come in earlier, or who should have come in at all and didn't come in?
First of all, for me, it was a shocker that Cristiano got substituted in place for Lucas Vazquez. I think if at any point in time he needed to substitute, you could either opt to bring out Benzema because he's not well off as a striker in terms of the FIFA gaming. Bring in Cristiano as a striker, either bring in Vasquez or Asensio, push them to the wing, bring back Cruz to the middle, let him handle the central mid role with Luka Modric.
We've seen quite a few exciting games so far, and we see improvement after every single game, different styles of play, and I think it can only get better from here. And players who are using Barcelona, I think we've seen lots of possession play. I think that's the only way you can use Barcelona, in my opinion. Just working on that build-up to that final position where you have Suarez and Messi and Coutinho finishing the game. And from the previous game, we saw Coutinho easily just having that simple finishing. You see, Suarez had those one-on-ones, but what happened in the end? He missed them. Those chances are the chances that you have to easily finish them off, or you'll be punished. And it was unlucky that Madrid couldn't make any of the chances because Ronaldo's in central midfield position.
For sure, for sure. And even if you look at the basics of what FIFA has to offer, the most of your creative players have to be up top. We can even read this back from the Manchester City game that we saw. Kevin De Bruyne was playing on a central mid role instead of a central attacking role. Then your team becomes sort of tactically inept because you do not have vision in the team. You can play Luka Modric on a CAM role, but I wouldn't expect him to come play a CDM role because that's not his style of play. So in terms of creativity for this game that has just passed, I feel like the player that we're using, Real Madrid, was a bit tactically inept. He did not know how to arrange the team. And you could even see it in the gameplay. His players were all over. Every time he'd get attacked, you'd find Cristiano has to drop in deep to come and defend, which is not suitable for him. So at the end of the day, I feel like the next players that come in and want to use Real Madrid really need to be tactically well sorted out in terms of using the Real Madrid team.
You know, that's true. Positioning is really, really important. There's a reason why players are given different attributes. If you just decide you're going to take a player who is defensive and you want him to have an attacking role, you better have a really good reason. For example, maybe their pace or something like that. But otherwise, having someone like Cristiano Ronaldo play as a CM, remember, when you trigger the player to move forward, he's not going to move forward. So you can imagine having a Cristiano Ronaldo or a KDB that is not moving forward. That's a problem. And something else, Nish, I think we also, the players also need to focus on the stronger foot of their attackers. Because someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, he's probably maybe a 4-star weak foot, maybe 4 5-star. Yeah. But any other player that, you Luka Modric's and your Coutinho's and such players, you better position them with the right feet. We had a miss by Benzema on his weaker foot. Yeah. So I think that's one thing that the gamers also have to focus on.
And then I think also at the end of the day, putting Cruz on the left wing favors him to also come in on his right. But then at the end of the day, he's also skilled on his left. Yeah. So I was shocked to see the player not even attempt at least even one shot using Toni Kroos because we all know him for the stunners.
Yeah, we yet to see those long shots coming through. Those are some of the the better FIFA goals. So if we can have 2 or 3, maybe in the next match, probably a long shot being taken, or those are just amazing goals. We have guys playing very safe football, which is okay. You know, we have 400K at stake. You don't want to miss your chances. You don't want to give away possession to the other team. But I think I wanna see some risks, especially if you have someone like Cruz, someone like Cristiano, someone like Messi. You know, we have seen Coutinho. Suarez is also able to do something. He's just been unlucky in the past games, and I think we're going to see better games coming soon.
All right. And we can't find Sammy, so we're going to move on to Johnny and Tevin Duna. Johnny and Tevin Duna, please make your way to the gaming spot. Johnny and Tevin Duna, please make your way to the gaming spot. I'm curious to find out what teams they'll be using. They've played this before. But DJ Raf, like you're mentioning, no one has attempted a shot from outside the 18-yard box.
Yes.
Why do you think that's possible?
Well, I think it's just, like we mentioned, there's a lot of money at stake. I don't think this is how they normally play. You know, when you're chilling with your friends at home, you want to try everything. You can even try something from the middle of the pitch. But right here we have a lot of money. And I think as the games progress, you know, when we have players doing their second, their third games, we're going to be able to see that because we expect nerves to be kicking in. But in due time, we're going to be able to see such.
All right. What about you, DJ Nish? Do you think there's anything impressive we're going to see from the games moving forward?
I think at the end of the day, we saw there's a game Barcelona were playing. We saw Messi take a shot from the outside. I think the keeper had that one covered. But then at the end of the day, we need to see a bit of flair. You know, everyone is playing it safe, and I think it's because now everyone is still mentally strong. As the day progresses, I'm so sure people will start wearing out, and of course, you have now to kick in new tactics and whatnot. So I'm just waiting. I know we'll see something good come out along the way.
We've seen Barcelona being used about twice now. You've seen Bayern Munich being used twice as well. Are they clearly the teams to use if you want to win the 400K?
Well, I don't really think they're the teams to use if you want to win. I think you just need to play that with a team that you feel is comfortable. Like I mentioned earlier, I know we have a lot of Manchester United and Arsenal and Chelsea supporters, but we've not seen those teams being used because I think we're just trying to use the teams that are really, really strong that you feel they're going to win you the matches. But I still look forward to seeing a Manchester United, an Arsenal, or a Chelsea team being used.
All right, we have Tevin and Johnny coming up in a few, and it seems that they're going to do the El Clasico again. So we're going to have Barcelona and Madrid. This time, Madrid is going to be home. They're going to be playing at the Santiago Bernabeu. What do you make of that now? Again, the El Clasico again. Is Madrid and Barcelona, are they the clubs to use?
I think it just depends on how you set them up. You can have the best players in the world, but you see, the thing is, if you do not set them up in a way they're not being used effectively, you wouldn't win the game. If you have a player like Ronaldo in the center midfield position, how forward can you go with him? How many chances can you create? And you see, the thing is, if you're using like a player like Ronaldo, and every time you get the ball, you're releasing it, what can you do? He has 5-star skills, he has the dribbling, he has the pace. You can make so much, you can penetrate that defense so much with that one player, but you decide to use him in the wrong way. But you see, at the same time, you can't overuse a player to the extent where you're wasting the ball. So just finding that balance between the two will create opportunities for him.
All right, DJ Raf, you have a sense you're coming on for Toni Kroos early on, so Tony will start on the bench. What do you make of that? DJ Raf?
Toni Kroos starting at the bench. I think Toni Kroos should be taking the Benzema position. Benzema has been placed in the CAM position. I wouldn't have him on my team. Like you mentioned earlier, he's not even in the French team. I think Cristiano at the front, that's okay. That's going to work well. We have Bale at the front as well. Benzema should probably be out of the team. We'll see how he performs. If he scores, I'm going to buy you lunch. I don't think he's going to perform.
Dennis 254, is your money still on Madrid?
My man is still on Madrid. Of course, Asensio coming in. He has a weak left footer. So we'll wait to see.
DJ Raf, is your money still on Madrid?
No, it's not. Now it's on Barcelona. I think I'm going to win this bet this time.
All right, Tevin is playing for Barcelona and John is playing Real Madrid. May the best man win. May the best team win.
I think this will be a very interesting matchup considering the fact that Tevin did win his last game and he won it because of his very good possession football. I think the last time he was playing against Quitoso, who was using Bayern Munich. And we started off with the heat. Tevin wants to win that 400K. And started off with Ousmane Dembele. Can we see a bit more skill move from Ousmane? He passed it on and it's intercepted by Real Madrid. Let's see how we can build up from this. He wins back the ball again, playing that possession football just the way Barcelona like to be played with. And Tevin knows how to use his Barcelona side. Let's see if they can create a chance here. Luis Suarez! Good defense there by Marcelo.
Quick counter-attack there by Madrid. Ronaldo finding Bale. Bale trying to move forward. Nope, intercepted by Barcelona. Dembele goes with the ball. Marcelo with the ball. Oh, good attacking play by both Spanish teams. Both very, very aggressive about winning this amount of money. Alba there with the ball. Bit of play. Roberto. You have Umtiti.
I think what they should do is really capitalize on their chances in order to win these games, because chances don't come often, and we've seen that from the previous games. Let's see how Real Madrid can utilize on those chances and use the great finishers such as Cristiano Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema. They have great finishing stats.
Casemiro, very costly mistake. That could be very costly mistake. Luis Suarez needs to go farther and farther ahead and faster and faster. Passes back to Paulinho. Oh, Coutinho got that ball. Lucky him,
Suarez.
Suarez with the ball. That's a shot. Suarez
He drags it back.
looking for options, intercepted there. Asensio with the ball. The man who replaced Toni Kroos very early before the game started. Gareth Bale, Marcelo.
There's so many skill moves that we're yet to see from these games. I wonder if there's so many skill moves that are effective in this game, such as the drag back fake. There's the body feints. There's so much you can do in this game that can boost you further than the opponent's defense. Let's see how Madrid can utilize on this attack. Casemiro with the ball.
Carvajal takes it over. Ronaldo is open. Ronaldo with the ball. Ronaldo still with the ball. He's looking for options all across him. Passes it back to Casemiro. He's going to pass it back to Ronaldo. Carvajal gets it. Oh, and it's lost to Barcelona. Is this a counter-attack? Yes, it is. Coutinho finds Messi. Messi on the left flank. Messi goes on. Messi goes back. Intercepted there. Luka Modric. Benzema.
I'm curious.
Ronaldo. Oh, Bale. He's going to pass it back. No, he's not. Pass it to Benzema. Casemiro. Asensio, Casemiro playing it back to each other.
I'm curious to know how the custom tactics are set up for both teams, because if I was using Madrid, I'd mainly focus on keeping the attacking stats quite high in the custom tactics. And for Barcelona, keeping that midfield pass, upping the passing, and maybe even keeping a free form, because these players have pretty good positioning at the end of the day. And if you keep them in a free form, they will get into free positions quite often. But it's on Sergio Roberto here. Luis Suarez. And the ball is won back here. Let's see how we can develop from this opportunity.
Madrid with the counter-attack. Luka Modric, the Croatian there. Cristiano Ronaldo passing it back to Benzema. Casemiro. Ronaldo is a free man. Carvajal, right flank. Carvajal with the ball. Quick recovery there. Benzema, is he going to shoot? No, he's not.
And he get a
Casemiro!
shot! Straight to Ter Stegen's hands.
Well done. Well played by Casemiro.
We've seen Ter Stegen coming out quite effective. How many times today? How many times am I going to
He's
say?
quite the man. He is
Ter
quite the man.
Stegen
Coach.
is on fire.
He is on fire. Barcelona quick with the counter-attack. Semedo with the ball. Gets Dembele, looking for Roberto. Suarez is open. Dembele,
this
quick pass
opportunity.
there. Oh, well
Maybe
done.
Oh! We've seen. That was so close.
Well done. Good goalkeeping there by Navas. Marcelo to Asensio. Asensio to Benzema. Benzema with the ball. Finds Ronaldo. Is he going to duck? He's unable to do so.
I think using the analog sprint sometimes can bring you down as the ball is taken away from Cristiano Ronaldo quite easily. He has the stats to keep it, but he should be more careful with dribbling with him. Keeping the ball close to his feet is key to victory.
And it's anyone's day out here today. It could be anybody's day out here. Oh, Coutinho! Coutinho! Well played. Well played. Amazing defense here by the Madrid team. Asensio, Paulinho, Dembele.
Can we get a shot from Coutinho?
Coutinho, goal!
Goal! What a goal for Barcelona, Coutinho. Tevin has just gotten the breakthrough for Barcelona. Can you see a second victory here?
Barcelona very, very impressive as the game goes on. 1-0 to them. It's about 2 minutes left before the first half is officially over. A bit of back passing by Madrid. Carvajal gets the ball. And that's a whistle that marks the end of the first half. Barcelona up 1-0.
I think they're playing the more confident football.
Yes, the Catalans are doing quite well. Again, Coutinho is amazingly impressive. Amazingly impressive. Quite even with ball possession for Madrid and Barcelona.
I wonder if we'll see any changes. So far, I think both teams are the teams are doing well. It's just that making those chances, being more creative on the ball, will lead to those chances straight on goal. And I think we've seen that so many times with Barcelona.
All right, and Kroos is a man to watch. He's just come in for Asensio. Interesting substitution they've made there. I wonder if this is a game where Suarez is finally going to find the back of the net.
I mean, he's missed so many chances.
He's the man we are all watching, yet he's not quite impressive as far as that is concerned.
But the person I've genuinely been impressed by is Coutinho.
Coutinho is quite impressive. Third game, third goal. Toni Kroos, and look at how wide the flanks are. Sergio Ramos, you have the entire Real Madrid team in the Barcelona half.
Toni
Kroos
Kroos.
with the cross.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Straight to the hands of Ter Stegen.
Semedo quick short passes at the back for Barcelona. Roberto and Semedo and Piqué. Umtiti taking it to the left flank. You have Alba, who surges forward and forward.
And he sees the pass forward for Coutinho.
Coutinho ducks. Well played by Coutinho to find Alba. Alba finds Paulinho, who's looking for Roberto, who gets Messi. Messi gets Coutinho, looking for some help. Coutinho. He passes it back to Paulinho.
Patience
Roberto, Dembele, the goal provider.
The ball is won back. And again, it's given out quite easily. Silly pass there.
Very sloppy defending by Madrid.
And they make a
Big
chance
time
out of
Suarez! Still no goal by
He's
Suarez.
been so close so many times.
Lucky Suarez.
I think playing him on his stronger foot will definitely benefit him. I don't think working on Suarez's left foot, if I'm correct, would work.
Navas, great shot there. Intercepted by the Barcelona team. Dembele, very impressive play by Dembele. Back to Dembele.
Can he get it on?
Oh
my word, Navas just keeps him on the strings. Tevin almost confirmed his game there. Can he get another chance?
Coutinho with a shot.
So close. And Ramos clears the ball, so no corner.
Navas again comes to rescue of Madrid. Quick throw in there by Barcelona.
We might see some substitutions being made here. And I think the game is definitely livening up. I wonder what he will change to. So far, I think both teams they want to win. They want to score. But I think the creativity by Barcelona, by Tevin, of course, is just a tad bit higher. And it's being proven effective. Look how many chances he's had. I mean, Madrid do have Ronaldo. You can make so many chances with Ronaldo. You can have the long shots. There's so many things you can do.
The 4-5-1 formation is what they go for. Ronaldo will be by himself at the front. But look at the flanks. You have Benzema on the left and Kroos right behind him. You have Bale and Casemiro. Is he going to make any more changes? Yes. He's taken the Croatian to the right wing. That's Modric switched with Casemiro.
He's bringing on pace. Vasquez.
Oh, Modric is out.
I mean, you have to bring on Vasquez to spoon feed Ronaldo. We've seen it in real life. Those crosses will definitely be coming on from now on.
All right, Kroos being switched there. Kroos is out. He just barely played. He barely played in the second half, but he's out already. I think he's looking for more pace in this second half going in. 5 men in the midfield is quite a lot for Barcelona.
I mean, every time we've seen a team down and they bring on the 5 men in the midfield, I think they push slightly forward. This is a more attacking formation at the end of the day. You're having Bale, Ronaldo, and Benzema in some type of triangle.
All right, 60 minutes in, 30 minutes left till the end of the game.
Let's see how Madrid can move on from here.
Olaba, Igondi, and Oscar Moshiri, please make your way to the studio. Olaba and Oscar Moshiri, please make your way to the studio. Final call, Olaba and Oscar, please make your way to the studio for your game.
Let's see how Alba can move on with this. Suarez, we need to see Suarez scoring a goal today.
We hope we see Suarez scoring a goal today.
Messi.
That's a messy pass, very messy pass. Navas there, quick on his hands. Quick pass to Toni Kroos. Casemiro, we have a few minutes before Toni Kroos leaves this speech. He's already up for substitution. Marcelo.
Let's see how they can develop this attack.
Marcelo, it's going to be passed back to Marcelo. We saw that coming. Marcelo for the cross.
Can he get it in? A bit more power on that shot would have made out some type of volley.
That is. Dembele comes a bit back. Paulinho, intercepted by Madrid. Ronaldo with the ball. Lost to Barcelona. Alba with the ball now.
Tevin seems to be controlling the game as of now.
Gareth Bale, a bit of some sloppy tackling there. Dembele with some skill. Can he pass Marcelo? Passes it back to Semedo. Messi is open. Suarez is open. Is he going to find Messi? He finds Coutinho. Coutinho with the shot.
Slightly wide.
Over the bar.
A low-driven finesse would have definitely worked out in that position.
Benzema was a very sloppy tackle.
Substitutions are on, fresh legs are on. Let's see how that will impact the game. Johnny needs a goal to come back in this game, and Tevin needs to see out the game. I think one more goal for Tevin would secure him the game.
You have 8 shots on goal by Barcelona and 2 shots by Madrid. Perhaps that explains the score quite well.
I think the creativity here by Tevin is...
Benzema, he finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo has
get a shot.
Oh, good shot.
Ter Stegen once again saving the near post shot.
Gareth Bale is the man behind the ball. He's looking for some tall people. He's looking for Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh!
Ter Stegen's hands.
Ter Stegen proving his worth for this amazing
Seems
Barcelona.
Umtiti is down. Seems he has a shoulder injury. We'll check on Jeff Shreves.
Suarez.
Dembele.
Dembele for the shot.
Dembele! Game. Tevin gets another goal. This may be the goal to confirm him the win here today.
It's 2 goals up for the Catalans and nothing for the guys from Madrid. Well done, Dembele. 80th minute. You have 10 minutes left before we say adios to the Madrid team.
I mean, I think this lead is fully deserved. He's had about 10 shots this game.
It was clearly a matter of when and not if that Barcelona got the second goal. Casemiro with the ball, looking for options to his left and to his right. Gareth Bale dilly-dallying before he makes a decision. Taken over by Coutinho. Suarez is free. He's going to look for options. Taken up by Madrid. Back to Suarez. Dembele, the goal scorer there. Paulinho, nice, calm and easy by Barcelona. Calm and
Look
easy.
out, he saved it. Ball is still being played. Let's see. Will Barcelona just play out the game to waste time, or will they look for another goal? Because at the end of the day, you need to remember goal difference is a thing in this tournament.
Oh!
Passes to the keeper.
I am strongly believing we're never going to get a goal from Suarez.
Will it be a foul? No, it's actually a clean tackle.
Oh, ref says it is the foul. Marcelo, number 12 for Real Madrid. They need to search forward and forward. Benzema is open. Pass it back to Cristiano for the shot. Cristiano, not very
straight into Ter Stegen's hands. I mean, I'm not seeing the low-driven finesse as often as I thought I would. If you watch like the other esports competitions such as the Barcelona or the Manchester tournaments, we're seeing lots of the low-driven finesse shots. Let's see how Madrid can respond here. Can he get a shot on goal? And it's saved there and easily cleared away. And that is game. Tevin has won the game over Johnny.
Oh man, 2-0 Barcelona versus Madrid. The Barcelonans take it home. Amazing, amazing stuff. Again, we are not seeing victory for Real Madrid. What is going on? DJ Raf, you predicted that a Barcelona victory would what we'd see today. How did you know it was going to happen?
First of all, you probably owe me lunch. I don't know if that bet was going both ways. But I'm really happy with how Barcelona have played. I think they could have scored a lot more goals. We saw Jesus Navas save that was really, really, really close. Unfortunately, Barcelona had a lot of overplaying going on as well, overpassing. They tried a lot of finesse shots that were not working. I think the problem with Real Madrid, again, was the positioning of their players. Towards the end, we saw they just had Casemiro as the CDM, which is okay. But then every other player was probably just badly positioned, actually, a lot of the other players. And especially having Benzema on the team, I told you he was not going to perform. He's not... Anytime you're using Real Madrid, free advice, just get that guy out. Have him in the reserves you have, if you have to. Have some real beef with Benzema. Never makes an impact on my team anytime I'm playing. What do you think, Nish?
I think at the end of the day, we go back to that positioning issue. Players have their tactics, but the arrangement of the players is always wrong. I not see how in a team where you have Cristiano, Bale, you have Lucas Vazquez out, you have Asensio, and you opt to put Benzema on a wing position where you know he won't be effective. If you want to use Benzema, put him in as a striker. If he's not working out for you, substitute him, bring in someone else who can make the impact. Sure. But everyone is opting to put Benzema in, either on a CM position or putting him on a left mid position or a right mid position, where he's not going to be as effective as you need him to be. In the case that you want to change your game, pick Benzema out of the team, put in Lucas Vazquez either on the wing because you need the pace, put in Asensio on the left wing if you need the pace, put Cristiano in the middle, and let Bale always collect the balls from the CM position.
You know, Nish, I agree with you. We saw Vazquez playing the right mid position. The guy is a winger. Have him as the RW, that is right wing. He's going to have more impact on your game.
I agree. I want to talk about Barcelona a little bit more, but we need to get Stanley Moura and Kitoto. Get ready. Stanley Moura and Kitoto, please make your way to the gaming spot. Stanley Moura and Kitoto, please make your way to the gaming spot. DJ Nish 254.
What up?
Again, third game Barcelona, no goals by Suarez. Do we need to get him off the team once and for all? What's going on with Suarez?
I think he's still rearing from the effects of Uruguay being knocked out of the World Cup. But then at the end of the day, I feel like teamwork makes the dream work. As long as he's putting in his effort, and of course we're seeing the consistency that Barcelona has, especially Philippe Coutinho, scored in almost every Barcelona game that we've watched so far. It's all about the consistency. As long as Suarez is doing what he's meant to do in the team defensively and attacking-wise, he's being able to create for other players, I don't see an issue with him not scoring.
I agree with you, but at the same time, Nish, I think we are learning so much as well as we're watching these games.
For sure.
I think Dembele has been really, really consistent in all the Barcelona games. We've seen Dembele really, really moving fast and affecting the outcome of these games. So in future, whenever I'm playing with Barcelona, I know I'm definitely having Dembele in. And I agree with you, Suarez, it doesn't mean that he's a poor player just because he's not scored in this competition. I think it's the positioning. I think it's the accuracy. I think we're definitely going to see a goal from Suarez moving forward.
All right, we have a next game coming up. We have Real Madrid on one side and Bayern Munich. Third time we're seeing Madrid today. What does that say about Madrid, DJ Raf?
Madrid is a really, really good team if they are well utilized. I hope for the first time we're going to see someone who's going to have the proper players at the proper positions. Otherwise, they're going to get thrashed by Bayern Munich. I'm switching allegiance. I'm a chameleon like that. Bayern Munich this time.
Bayern Munich this time, well, they've switched. Benzema is not in anymore. He's been substituted for Vasquez very early in the game. What do you make of that, DJ Nish?
When I look at the formation and the tag that this player is using, I feel everyone now is better placed and better balanced. We're talking about Cristiano being out of position, Cruz being played out of position. Now we're seeing Cruz come back to his original position, which is a CM, alongside Luka Modric. We have Vasquez on the wing, and we have Bale on the wing, and then we have Cristiano right at the top, where you need him to be, because he's the one to win you all the headers. He's the one to hold up the play in short in the case you want to use long balls. And in case you're using through balls, he also has the pace to cover.
Okay, so Bayern Munich is home. That's courtesy of Kitoto. Real Madrid is Stanley. DJ Nish, who's your money on?
My money is still on Real Madrid.
And DJ Raf, your money is on Bayern Munich, I presume?
Definitely.
Okay, let's see. May the best man win. May the best team win. Keep the hashtag going. The hashtag is PSG Africa. Keep it going and let all your friends know what's going on here. To Stanley, who's playing with Real Madrid, all the very best to you, and Kitoto, who's supporting Bayern Munich, all the very best at the Allianz Arena.
I wonder what we'll make from this game, considering the fact that there's been very tight games so far. I wonder whether this will be a 5-1 like the last Real Madrid-Bayern that we saw. But considering the fact that I've seen how the teams are set up, they've been set up in quite smart ways. They set up the players to score across-the-body shots, such as Bale being put on the left mid position. Let's see how they can move from this. Muller currently bringing the ball past to Martinez. Let's see if they can make an attack from the first few minutes. Ball is gone out for a corner.
Very aggressive play there by Bayern Munich very early on in the game. It's only the 4th minute and then their first corner of the day. Again, the corners are going to be like Saudi, so very short and sweet. Maybe not. Vidal, very impressive player. Kimmich is back. Vidal, oh my goodness. Vidal has to be my favorite player right now for Bayern Munich. Playing a very pivotal role.
He's definitely playing the Generale role. Thiago with the 5-star skills, can we see it? Robben, he's putting on his right foot. He has to be on that left.
Quickly intercepted there by Vasquez. Luka Modric starts the counter-attack. Cristiano Ronaldo back to Vasquez. Vasquez, interesting choice to start. Starting 11.
If it was me, I would use Vasquez. He does have the pace. He will penetrate that right wing, and he will create chances for you.
He will. Thomas Müller a bit back of the entire German team in the Spanish half, save for 1 or 2 players. Vidal again playing his pivotal role. Kimmich, Vidal, Lewandowski. Are we going to see any shots? We're going to look for a pass to Martinez. Back to Lewandowski. Vidal with a shot.
So close. The Generale almost gets his first goal for today.
Is that
Let's see how
Gareth Bale?
Let's see how Stanley will respond to this.
Gareth Bale the counter-attack. Gareth Bale goes strong. He goes steady, the Welshman. Gareth Bale dispossessed there.
Bayern with the ball. Vidal going through the Generale. For Martinez, can he find Robben? 64 pace Martinez making those attacking runs. Interesting to see.
Alaba with the ball, Martinez. Vidal controlling that midfield.
Can it be a shot?
Müller with a shot.
Great drag back, great shot, but it was just a tad bit too high.
And it's thought for a corner, surprisingly. Kimmich, the man behind the ball. Is he going to pass? He is going to pass. Thiago with the cross.
Can we see
any heads in the box?
Let's see how they'll respond to this.
Boateng gets there before Casemiro. Pass it back to Martinez. Back to Boateng, back to Martinez. Alaba now with the ball.
Vidal. Let's see what he can make from this opportunity.
Müller!
Oh! So close. So close, but so far. Yes. 6 shots so far for Bayern Munich. Only 0 for Madrid. A perfectly set up Madrid hasn't made any shots so far. Let's see whether this can change now that they are on the attack. Casemiro, back to Vasquez. Let's see how they can build up from here. Kovacic. Marcelo, back to Kovacic. Carvajal. Can you see Ronaldo? Can he make an opportunity from this? Modric! He was a bit indecisive with that shot, but he's won it back here. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Very attacking play there by Madrid, taken over by the German team. Alaba with the ball. Alaba and Robben. Robben passes it to Martinez, who finds Müller. Müller is looking for Lewandowski. Is he going to pass it to Lewandowski? Yes, he does. Lewandowski. Lewandowski.
Can he get a shot?
Oh!
So close. Can he cross it in?
He can.
And
what does Thiago do?
He should have taken the shot.
Yeah.
That extra touch was unnecessary.
Sloppy defense there by Madrid. Sloppy defense. Martinez finds Lewandowski. Martinez, he finds Müller. Müller tries a shot. It's deflected. Martinez trying to get the ball from Casemiro, who finds Ronaldo. Modric there, the Croatian captain. Is he going to be dispossessed? He goes on and on. Dispossessed there.
Good interception there by the Bayern Munich team. Let's see how they can build up from here. Arturo. Joshua Kimmich. Let's see how they can progress here. Patient attack for the Bayern Munich team.
38 minutes in, no goal whatsoever from Madrid or Bayern Munich, two of the most amazing teams. But Thomas Müller, the ball is going to cross it in. He probably needs to
find Lewandowski or Robben.
Oh, Robben's too short for that. Too short. Look at Modric, the Croatian with the ball.
We need to see more shots from Madrid.
Vasquez. Carvajal. He runs.
Ronaldo!
Oh! Good save there. Good block there by the
Let's see what they can do with the corner. We'll
Vasquez
see it being crossed in.
They're going to try and find
Sergio Ramos is looking for it. Sergio Ramos! So close.
Hamels.
Great corner tactic there.
He doesn't clear the ball, plays it back. Hamels holds on to the ball. He holds on to the ball. Kimmich, Joshua Kimmich.
Thiago needs to make that run. He's waiting.
He's looking for people. Is that an offside? Watching the offside. It was offside. He was offside. Well done, played by Real Madrid for the offside trap. Marcelo opposite to Bale. Very interesting find Bale on that flank.
I mean, the only reason he's doing that is so he can have the across-the-body shot with his left foot. You see, if he has him on the right side, he wouldn't be able to have the across-the-body. He'll only have the finesse to take in.
That's the first half of this amazing match between Real Madrid on one side and Barcelona, and I beg your pardon, Bayern Munich on the other side. The ball possession is 71% by Bayern.
But you see, the thing is, they've had 2 shots, but they have more shots on target than a Bayern that has 8 shots already.
They do, and I think Bayern is a bit more aggressive on this one.
Right.
And all the best, so I mean, best team means best man wins.
No changes here in the second half. Let's see how we can progress. Madrid need to create more chances in my opinion.
They do. You have now 9 Madrid men in the Bayern Munich, beg your pardon, half. Bayern Munich, they have only 1 man ahead. Martinez with the ball. What a tackle there. What a tackle. Referee waves play on Arjen Robben, the Norwegian, the Dutchman with the ball. Alaba with the ball. Vidal looking for Alaba. Vidal doing an impressive job in the midfield. Thomas Müller finds Vidal, who loses the ball. Vasquez now has the ball. Looking for Gareth Bale, who's on the flank. Gareth Bale finds Cristiano. He has options to his left and to his right. He passes it a bit off. Can Gareth Bale get it? No, he can't. He's blocked there by the German.
Yellow card for that tackle earlier on.
Kovacic, that was quite a tackle. Quite a tackle.
Quite aggressive by Kovacic there.
I think good move by the referee to wave play on at that particular moment.
Right.
Vidal with the ball. Back to Thiago. Thiago, Kimmich and Vidal. You see them a lot today. Vidal back with the ball. Back to Kimmich. They're going to look for Thiago, who's on the flank. Kimmich, Vidal, Müller, Vidal. And I mean, you can't say this guy's name enough times. Müller.
Let's see what he can make from this attack. We see a long shot.
Vidal looking for options. He
Ball is given away.
Modric.
I think we need to see Madrid exploiting the flanks a bit more because, you know, they do have the pace there. And just as I say it, Bale is going to get the ball, but it's intercepted here by Hummels.
Bale tries a very, very, very desperate tackle there. Vidal, you can't say this man's name enough times. Lewandowski passes this to the Romanian team.
Modric. Let's see how they can build up from here. Vasquez. Pass it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see who's making the runs forward.
Oh.
Good skill move there, but it was just he barely got the ball. And Bayern now have the possession. What can they do with this possession? We need to see Madrid taking more shots, being more aggressive when it comes to the box.
Arjen Robben with the ball. Arjen Robben, he's going to take the flank or is he going to pass it out? Arjen Robben. A very desperate tackle here from Madrid. Arjen Robben. Arjen Robben! Shot by Robben, but it goes out for a corner.
Insane to see that it's still 0-0. Can we see a substitution here?
65 minutes in.
Martinez seems to be tired. We are bringing on James Rodriguez.
Thiago is coming off for
Rodriguez is currently in the Madrid team. He's just out on loan in Bayern Munich.
Yes.
I wonder if he'll make an impact just like he did in the Champions League where he scored against Real Madrid.
Quick
It might
substitution
happen
here between Kroos and Modric, and Kroos is out for Isco. Isco changing positions with Bale, so we're going to have Bale play right behind Cristiano for this one.
Having Bale and Ronaldo on a spine is quite lethal if you ask me.
It's quite something to be honest. There's still nothing from Benzema, he's not going to enjoy this game.
Good clearance there by Marcelo.
Asensio is
very panicky though.
Out. Still no Benzema. Arjen Robben on the left flank, his right flank. Rodriguez, Alaba, Lewandowski, Alaba.
James Rodriguez. He wins back the ball. Let's see what Madrid can do with this very dangerous spine of Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo. He finds Casemiro. He doesn't have the pace to make the run. And the ball is given away to Generali.
You have 5 Madrid players up front, but they're still not passing quick enough. Thomas Müller, not known for his speed, but known for his aggression. Thomas Müller to James Rodriguez. James to Lewandowski.
Lewandowski! So high! Was he looking for a rugby conversion? Over the bar is where it went.
Over the bar indeed by Lewandowski. The German unable to find the back of the net. Carvajal there. Very quick passing there. Casemiro. Vasquez. Impressive play by Vasquez so far. Is that offside?
It's a foul.
It's a foul. Cristiano Ronaldo
plays on.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's pushed off the ball. He has 80 physical. I'm surprised he didn't manage to out-physical the player.
Come on. Vidal.
Still has the ball. Let's see how we can progress from here. We need to see both teams being a bit more aggressive. There's only 14 minutes left to play of this game. Let's see what they can do with these 14 minutes. Both teams are tired. Let's see. It's all a matter of creativity at this point.
It is. I don't think the skill set is working for Bayern Munich at this time. Is that a cross? Is there ahead to meet it? It's met by the hands of Navas. Navas quick pass to Vasquez. Vasquez keeps going. It's an amazing sprint by Vasquez. Amazing sprint to Ronaldo. Back to Vasquez to Ronaldo. Is he going to pass it? No. Cristiano Ronaldo with the ball.
Very good.
Asensio.
Can he get us?
Oh!
He should have a driven pass in.
Much better passing there from Asensio.
A driven pass would have been a bit more effective there, but he decided to keep it.
Alaba, 7 minutes left in this game. Referees play on. James Rodriguez. Bad passing there. Is Gareth Bale going to find it? No, it's met by Cristiano Ronaldo, who is by himself at the front. Cristiano, is he going to pass? He better pass if he's going to pass. Oh, sloppy passing there by Cristiano. Alaba and Boateng being very well. Solid defense at the back. Arjen Robben stepping back a bit back as well. Rodriguez, Lewandowski, Vidal, Thomas Müller. Vidal is ultimately man of the match for this game. He holds the fort. Very well done. Cristiano Ronaldo Luka Modric, the Croatian here, playing in the World Cup final for the very first time, Luka Modric, and captaining the team as that.
Ball is intercepted. We need to see something coming off this last few minutes. For all those who play Ultimate Team, you know these last few minutes can even feel like 7 minutes sometimes. Joshua
the final attack, 90 minutes in, no goal from the Madrid team, no goal from the German team. What is going on? Ball possession has increased a bit for Madrid, but not impressive at all. They're still at only 33%, and Bayern Munich have 67%, but again, still no goals. You have 30 minutes to play in extra time. Let's see if one team takes this cab home. Joshua Kimmich with the ball. Vidal. Müller has been found. Lewandowski. Shot. Blocked there by the Madrid team. Luka Modric, not known for his pace. Luka Modric gets next to Cristiano. Asensio. Modric.
See what we can do this opportunity.
Asensio!
Oh! Asensio with the good across the body finish, top corner. What a goal.
Classic Madrid goal. Classic Real Madrid goal. Well done, Asensio. 95th minute in. That's all they need to push them forward. Perhaps it's the first victory for Real Madrid. Perhaps not. Let's see. Kimmich, they are very attacking mode. Müller. Kimmich and Müller doing it very well. Lewandowski. The shot!
Save there. Can Madrid get this victory? Just by holding on to this game.
Carvajal. Vasquez.
All they need to do is keep that ball. The more possession you have, the easier it will be for you to win.
Casemiro. Modric. Going farther and farther ahead. Modric takes them back a bit. Sergio Ramos switches wings to Carvajal. Vasquez with the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Asensio. That's how it started the last time. Asensio, the goal scorer there, dispossessed by Arjen Robben. The Dutchman doing it very, very well. James Rodriguez passes it back. He gets it back. Thomas Müller. He finds Vidal. He finds Lewandowski. Tackles there. Well done by Vasquez. Vasquez with the ball. Vasquez still with the ball. Finds Cristiano. Who finds Asensio? Back to Cristiano.
Can we see a few skill moves coming out here? But he sees the through
Asensio,
pass. Can we see the
Cristiano!
shot? Cristiano Ronaldo! See. And just like that, Cristiano Ronaldo gets another goal, making the game a tad bit more exciting. And 2 goals for Cristiano, or my correction, Real Madrid.
Yes, 2 goals, one by Asensio and one by Cristiano. It's only been 15 minutes of the extra time, and Madrid came guns blazing. There's going to be a quick substitution here. Bale is coming out, I believe. Is he going to be replaced with Benzema or Toni Kroos or Hernandez?
First time we're seeing Vidal coming off the field. He is completely tired, 0 stamina left in him. Let's see how Tolisso will fare in the same position. How can Madrid secure this win? They have 2 goals. And how will Bayern be able to score 2 goals in this time? It's only 15 minutes.
It's only 15 minutes. If Madrid did it, then Bayern can do it as well. Sergio Ramos with his wings finds Carvajal. Good play by Carvajal. Vasquez is there.
And it's insane how a game of FIFA can change so immediately. In the beginning, we thought Bayern had the shots, they had the possession. We thought this is an easy win for them. And boom, Madrid are back.
Madrid are back, and back with a bang.
Lewandowski with this opportunity. Can he make something out of this? He drags it back, and it's a shot, and Navas gets the save. Croy crosses it in. Near post OP, but Marcelo gets it. David Alaba, Hummels. Rodriguez, can he score against his current club? Arjen Robben, Muller, saved. Ramos gets the ball quite easily. Let's see how Marcelo can fare with this attack. He passes it to Casemiro, Modric. Carvajal, does he see the run? But he's keeping the ball. You know, he has 2 goals already. He has the 2-goal lead. He just needs to hold the ball. There's 5 minutes left, and it's his game. And he does hold the ball. He's keeping it safe.
He is Carvajal with the ball. Carvajal still with the ball, passes it back to Varane. Carvajal, Asensio dispossessed.
1-1 back. Can Thomas Muller get the chance, or does he pass it?
Müller with a shot.
Can he get a shot?
Oh, good save by Navas.
Navas is doing his job.
Arjen Robben on his right foot. Robben on his left. Oh, Navas doing such an impressive job today.
There's no way in hell they would have taken a shot with Robin on his right foot. It's just he has a 2-star weak foot, or 3, I'm not too sure.
Is this the end of the road for the German team?
I mean,
I think
it seems to have given
It
up.
is the end of the road.
And that's a win for Madrid.
Auf Wiedersehen to you, Bayern Munich. Well played, well played. Let's have the next players going into the room real quick. So Caleste and Cornelius Ratemo. Caleste and Ratemo, please make your way to the gaming center. Caleste and Ratemo, please make your way. However, Peter and Giroud and Yuki, please make your way to studio. Peter, Giroud, and Yuki, make your way to studio. Caleste and Ratemo, please make your way to the gaming booth right now so that we can go on real quick. Real Madrid 2, Bayern Munich 0. DJ Ruff. DJ Ruff.
Well, my losing streak is back.
It is back and back with a bang.
I'm not surprised, but it actually makes me question a couple of things about Bayern. Having Müller at the front with Lewandowski, I thought was going to work well. It didn't work very well. Lewandowski actually had more shots at goal than Cristiano. Towards the end, we saw the stats telling us that Ronaldo had 2 and Lewandowski had 6. But it's all about the conversion that really matters. Real were overplaying, but defending well. They could have scored more goals. We were just discussing with Nish, especially when you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't want to have those too many flair moves, too many skill moves when you're supposed to be taking your shots. Bayern had proper defense for the most part of the game, but in the end, they were able to be penetrated. Thiago was not very well placed. At the right mid, I feel he's a player that can have that cruise effect, so to speak. So you want him at the CM or maybe even the CAM. He's also a long shot taker. He's a 5-star skiller. He's able to do much more for your team. Fantastic Madrid goals, by the way. So I think they really thoroughly deserved win by Real Madrid.
Again, Caleste and Rotemo, please make your way to the gaming studio. Caleste and Rotemo. Peter and Giroud and Yuki, please make your way to the studio. Now, Dijenish 254. For the first time in 20 years, we see France at the World Cup finals without Benzema. For the first time in 3 games, we see Real Madrid win without Benzema. Am I saying something that no one else is seeing, or what's going on?
I think the person that took Real Madrid actually listened to our advice, took Benzema out of the game because he's not as effective if you try play him on sort of a left mid row or a right mid row or even a striker in that sense if he's not getting enough support. At the end of the day, I'm not complaining. The guy using Real had his team well arranged. The formation was pitch perfect. The game just had everything that we asked for. It had the shots. It had the flair. At the end of the day, it was a good game.
Let me just interject you. I think the players are really listening to us. The guy using Bayern is now going to have, I think, Robben and Lewandowski at the front. Müller is probably going to play at a different position, or he's a sub altogether. And it's going to be really interesting to see what Robben can do at the front position. I think he has that speed. He has that flair. He's also able to score goals. So I think we're going to be seeing a goal by Robben or Lewandowski.
All right, we're back. We have Madrid again playing Bayern Munich. DJ Raf, what do you make of this?
Madrid,
same teams, different players.
I think I'm still going to stick with Bayern Munich, especially because I strongly believe Robben is going to have a much more impactful game at the front.
DJ Nish, what do you take of it?
You know where I lie. Real Madrid all the way.
Real Madrid all the way. Well, Bayern Munich is home for this one. Let's see if Benzema makes a comeback for this amazing one. We'll be back with the scores real quick.
I think we shall see quite an interesting game here between Madrid and Bayern. Every single time we've seen Madrid and Bayern come up against each other, it's either been one side that's dominant or... Yeah, I think it's just one side that's dominant. Like in the previous game, we saw Bayern dominating the first half, then Madrid coming out more successful in the second half. What do you expect from this?
I mean, same old. I think Madrid is going to do very, very well for this one. Luka Modric is going to do an amazing job. Asensio is still very, very impressive.
Get a shot! Early goal! Asensio, both games.
I just said Asensio is
similar goals.
Quite impressive.
Similar goals for Asensio.
Asensio is clearly the man to mark. He's clearly the man to watch. He never says die.
And I was saying it, across-the-body shots are overpowered in this game.
It is.
That's another across-the-body shot. Top corner, same thing for Asensio. Let's see how Bayern will come back from this.
It takes quite something to get a ball across and past Manuel Neuer. So very good work down there.
Let's see how Bayern will respond to this. Can Lewandowski take a shot as well?
Oh!
Robert Lewandowski with a finesse shot. Perfect goal.
Carles is saying he's not too far behind. Carles is saying, you know what? Bayern is in it to win it. Cornelius from Real Madrid. Oh my goodness, what happened there?
I mean,
Robben makes us run for it. Robben with the ball. He's on the left flank. Robben is on the left flank. Is he going to cross it in? Robben does. The ball is with Varane. He tries to find Modric. Back to Carvajal.
And he finds Marcelo. That's a very dangerous left wing, if you ask me. Asensio and Marcelo have been doing damage the whole game. And seeing that central attack from Bayern Munich is quite strong. That spine.
It is.
Having a strong spine in football does come out successful for you most of the time. And let's see how Bale can deal with this now. Back to Luka Modric. But Thiago wins back the ball.
Rodriguez there with the counter-attack. Rodriguez, he keeps on going. He finds Robben. Dispossessed Robben. Toni Kroos, the German there. Finds the Welshman, Gareth Bale. The Portuguese Cristiano, the shot!
Oh my God!
Oh! Cristiano Ronaldo!
He drags it back, brings it forward, and he hits that shot. Amazing play there by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, he's one of a kind, Cristiano. One of a kind. He knows his Martinez makes a run for it. Finds Lewandowski. Lewandowski tries to pass to Müller, who's unavailable.
Asensio. Let's see how they can build up from here. Build-up play is important in every single FIFA game you play.
Bale still with the ball. Finds Asensio. Finds Cristiano.
I'm liking the skills. For anyone who watches the esports mode, I think we're starting to see a cut here with the skill moves and the showing off and the great football in counter-attacking. And it just goes into the hands of Manuel Neuer. Let's see how Bayern can respond to this. Can they get a goal as well? Robben. I think using Robben more effectively is what's needed because he does have the dribbling stats. Just adding a bit more skill moves to that, just a simple drag back fake can work for him because he's just running into him for now. Let's see how Bayern can move on from here. Robert Lewandowski. Let's see what he can do with this attack. He finds Joshua Kimmich. There's lots of players down the middle. Let's see how he can move with them. But Cristiano Ronaldo wins it back with Gareth Bale. Luka Modric, there's a man making a run. Can he see him? And he does see him. Gareth Bale. Can he send the ball in to Cristiano Ronaldo? Cristiano Ronaldo does get the ball.
Cristiano!
Take a shot! So close.
Over the bar. It's over the bar by the Portuguese man there. Manuel Neuer starts it. Quick pass there. Cristiano with the ball. He's going to settle down a bit. Casemiro finds Kroos, who finds Bale and is looking for Cristiano.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
It's 3-1 Madrid. 3-1 Madrid. 2 goals. A brace for Cristiano Ronaldo. Perhaps he's going to get a hat-trick.
We need a change of tactics there because Ronaldo seems to be penetrating that defense. Every single time he loses the ball, he just gets it back again and he takes a shot and there we go, it's a goal.
And Ronaldo is one of those unique players. One chance, one goal is all he needs. It's all it takes. He's on the right wing alongside Bale. A lot of good passes coming through from Luka Modric and Toni Kroos, as well as Asensio. Real Madrid 3-1 up to Bayern Munich. I think there's going to be a quick change here.
And I'm seeing the across-the-body shots are working very well for them because we've seen it, I think, twice already or thrice. And low-driven as well because low-driven just finds that back of the net in the corner so easily. The lower 90 is so important when it comes to finishing.
With about 5 minutes till the top or the end of the first half, I hope that the Barcelona team, the Bayern Munich team, can get a bit of a pep talk from their coach. Madrid there with the ball. Casemiro switches this to Marcelo. Marcelo trying to get Gareth Bale. He finds him. Bale with the ball. Bale with the ball. Evades the tackle. Oh. Such an unlucky pass. Such an unlucky pass. Rodriguez. James. He finds Lewandowski. Lewandowski still with the ball. Battling it with Carvajal.
Great physicality there by Lewandowski.
Rodriguez. The turn doesn't work well for him. They found Ronaldo, who's found Bale. Back to Ronaldo. Is possessed.
Kroos wins back the ball. Let's see how they can deal with this attack. Asensio now passing on to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Dangerous Cristiano. Toni Kroos, Casemiro. Back to Kroos. back to Carvajal. He's going to look for options. Dispossessed there. Lewandowski has the ball. Lewandowski with the ball. Ian Robin. Robin trying to go to the flanks. It's the end of the first half. 3-1 in favor of Real Madrid. I didn't see this coming.
I mean, the way the team was set up and how he was playing from the second we said go, I saw it coming.
Madrid have a bit of an upper hand in terms of the goals scored as well as ball possession. It's 60-40 in favor of Real Madrid. Let's see if the Germans can do something about it in the second half. Vidal, you've not seen much of Vidal in this game, unfortunately. Robin looking for a penalty.
Get a long shot here.
Oh!
He should have just finished. Too much power was used on it.
Oh!
Low-driven finesse is what's needed in those opportunities, if you ask me.
Madrid need to be very careful at the back now. They can't afford to be sloppy in their defense. Cristiano Ronaldo passes it to Luka Modric, the Croatian captain.
And he crossed it in. And it's a goal!
Oh! Gareth Bale, the Welshman, is there to meet the fantastic cross. Gareth Bale, that's his name. That's his name. Bought for a lot of money. He's really proved his worth, and that really he's worth the amount of money. 4 goals Real Madrid, 1 goal Bayern Munich. This is going to be a reverse of roles. This is going to be 5-1.
That was a great driven pass, because I think if you're attacking down those flanks and you hit those driven passes in the right places, it's going to be an easy finish, and we saw it there with Gareth Bale. Let's see how they'll respond though. Marcelo, Sergio Ramos. Let's see, passing it back to the keeper. He's starting to play slow. Now that it's 4-1, I wonder if we'll see the El Tornado coming out just to add the salt on top of the food, if you ask me. He's playing it slow though. He doesn't want to lose that 4-1 lead. Rafael Varane is playing it extremely slow. I wonder if he'll become more aggressive. Marcelo, Ramos again. Varane, I mean, he has that 3-goal window. I think he should be a bit more aggressive here just to up his goal difference, because we need to remember that goal difference is important in these competitions.
It is extremely important. Casemiro with the ball. Carvajal, Madrid are going to go and get as many goals as they possibly can. Casemiro dispossessed. Terrible pass there. Lewandowski, is he going to punish them, make them pay for their sins? He takes his time. Oh, well done. Well done by Ian Robin. Well played.
Just before it was going into his hands, he managed to intercept and he scored.
It's 4-2. There indeed is still hope for Bayern Munich today. There is still hope. Hope is still alive. Marcelo, the Brazilian, there with the ball. Dispossessed. Frank Ribery doing a good job today. Vidal, are we going to see more Vidal? He's dispossessed there.
I mean, he's not a player of pace. He should have passed it there.
Sergio Ramos doing very well at the back. Gareth Bale, the previous goal scorer, finds Ronaldo, who's dispossessed. Ronaldo, does he get the ball? Yes, he does, but he's dispossessed too. Lewandowski looking for help. Can Robin get it? No. Sergio Ramos, the Spanish captain, gets it. Toni Kroos.
And it's interesting to see, because Calais in the last game, he did have a 5-1 victory over Ola. And Cornelius using this Madrid side and completely dismantling him. We thought we'd see the same result where Calais has the same type of victory. But we were seeing a header here. I don't think Modric would have won that header.
Good cross from the Spanish team, but very well defended by the Germans. Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo with the shot, but it's saved by Manuel Neuer. Takes a lot to get a goal past that amazing goalkeeper.
And I think one thing I've noticed about this Bayern side is the stamina on these players isn't the best. Like, Robin is pretty old, if you ask me. So the stamina does go down quite fast, and then all of a sudden you do not have the pace on the attack.
I agree. Carvajal coming forward. You
see a shot here.
Is that a good cross? Oh!
What a save there by Manuel Neuer, so close.
The German goalkeeper saves it exceptionally well. It's going to go out. Alaba there, the throw into Thiago, back to Alaba, back to Thiago. Finds Lewandowski, who comes a bit back. Sloppy passing there by Lewandowski. Vidal, Robin, goal scorer Robin. Dispossessed there. Marcelo switches the wing play. Carvajal.
I wonder if he'll get another goal here with Cristiano Ronaldo attacking on the wing. We'll see more skill moves. More skill moves are coming out. Will he get it out? No, he saves it. But it's out for a corner.
It's out for a corner. I don't know what he had in mind there, Cristiano, to be honest. Quick pass, Toni Kroos, Cristiano Ronaldo, Manuel Neuer's hands. That's a safe place to have the ball.
Frank Ribery. Arturo Vidal seems to be in those running positions, but I don't think he should be in those running positions.
Who finds Martinez back to Kimmich. Kimmich on the flanks. Kimmich dispossessed there by Asensio. Casemiro passes the ball back. A bit of sloppy defending here from Madrid. Marcelo. The Madrid team doesn't seem phased at all. They only have two goals left. Marcelo with the ball. Marcelo still with the ball. He finds Asensio, who's dispossessed. The ball is with Arjen Robben. Passes it to Lewandowski.
I mean, they are rushing the attacks. You can clearly see where Bayern Munich are just trying to push the ball forward, hitting those through balls.
Martinez with the ball. Vidal with the ball.
Robben,
is that a cross? Robben with the cross.
Yes,
with
a
shot.
Foot.
Oh my goodness. Madrid is just a counter-attack. It's a counter-attack indeed. He finds Gareth Bale, who finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Finds Asensio trying to get Cristiano. Nope, he doesn't find him at all.
And that's game.
90 minutes. 6 goals. 4 goals going to Madrid. 2 goals going to Bayern Munich. Second win for Madrid. I think they're on an upward trend. DJ Nish 2-5-4. Well done to your team.
I told you, eh?
Well done to your team. Before I come to the commentary, I have Rennick and Sami going in. Rennick and Sami, please make your way to the gaming booth. Rennick and Sami, please make your way to the gaming booth. And Kamal and MMK, please make your way to the studio. Rennick and Sami, gaming booth. Kamal and MMK, gaming studio. Finish 2-5-4. 4 goals. 4 goals. What a thriller by Madrid. 2 by Cristiano Ronaldo, 1 by Asensio, 1 by Gareth Bale, who finally makes his name known. What do you make of that game, Nish?
I think this has to be one of the most interesting games we've watched so far. The game had all of us on our seats just rearing, wondering what's going to happen next. It's been an awesome game. Let me just tell you one thing. Kama ningekuwa nimeka bet hapa na Raf najua ningekuwa nimenona saizi.
I mean, DJ Raf, they were 1-1 at 8 minutes in. Started very early. What do you make of that? Were they both aggressive and after the money? Did someone lose focus? What happened?
Well, I have to agree with Nish. This is, to me, the best game we've seen so far. And remember, Caleste is the one who played the very first match. He had 5 goals to 1, the biggest goal difference we've seen so far. But today he's been bested. And you've mentioned that in the first 8 minutes we had a Madrid goal, then we had a Bayern Munich goal, then straight back to Madrid. And as Swahil mentioned in the commentary, there's sort of a glitch in FIFA 18 where when someone scores, when you score, your opponent is going to get their passes going through very easily until you touch the ball, and then the glitch is off. So that is, I agree what happened. Madrid were able to pass very well and get their goals. We've seen some really fantastic goals by Madrid. I think the best we've seen in the tournament. And I was half right about Robben because he was able to score. But then again, his awareness through the match was really bad. It was questionable once there was a ball in the box. He wasn't really quick to get it and to score. So I like the tournament and I like it so far. We were just joking with Nish that there's a reason we watch football and not soap operas, because in soaps you know how it's going to end. This time a lot of us thought Caleste was actually going to best his opponent Ratemo, but it went the other way. A fantastic game.
All right, so we have an English team coming up. We have Manchester United playing Real Madrid. Is it going to go to Spain, or as the Englishman says, is it going to come home? DJ Nish, what do you make of the following? The teams coming up, Madrid on one side, and Manchester United, the Red Devils, on the other side.
I think for now you already know my allegiance, huh? Real Madrid all the way.
Real Madrid all the way. You have Sanchez, you have Rashford, you have Lukaku, you have Paul Pogba playing for Manchester United. Is your money still really on Madrid?
I think you only need one Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, is that it?
Yes.
What about you, DJ Raf? Who's your money on?
Well, for the sake of entertainment, I'd rather go with Manchester United. This is the first time we've seen anyone actually play with Manchester United. They have some really quality players. As much as I'm a Chelsea fan, I know Manchester United have what it takes to get this game going. So I believe they're going to produce a really fantastic matchup.
Manchester United playing away for this particular game. They're not known for winning lots in Spain, DJ Raf. Do you think Sanchez and Rashford are going to do well up front?
Well, when it comes to FIFA, even as I'm gaming myself, I never really believe that home advantage matters. Maybe it does. I don't really think it does. So I think it's not going to be a factor in this match.
Okay, Lukaku has been very impressive in the World Cup this year. Do you think it's going to be replicated again in this game?
Maybe it will, but in the French team, we've not actually in the Belgian team, we didn't see him do much towards the end. So he's an unpredictable player. He can play really well, but I don't really think he's gonna have an impact, so to speak.
All right, we're gonna do a last call for Renick and Sami. Renick and Sami, please. Sami, we're looking for you. If you're not here, we're gonna do a walkover. Renick and Sami. Renick and Sami, final call, Renick and Sami.
I think they're the ones in the lounge.
Are they the ones in the lounge? Are they both there? Please confirm. All right, we have both of them. We're trying to see who's going to be Real Madrid and who's going to be Manchester United. May the best man win. May the best team win.
We're seeing a very interesting matchup here. For anyone who has played the FIFA 18 game quite a lot, there's quite a lot of so-called overpowered players in the Manchester United team. We know the like. Keep in mind, Sami is Manchester United and Renick is Real Madrid.